Now, I suppose the timer says I should have started a while ago. I should probably start this thing. Hi, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Monkey. This is Monkey in the Morning. That is Phoebe living her best life on your screen there. Hope you're well. Hope everybody's having a great day. I had a horrible day. Just horrible. I had a good horrible day. I had one of those really bad pain days. So, it is what it is. But we went out shopping today and oh, I had fun while we were shopping, but I was just in so much pain I couldn't really enjoy it. Do you guys know what Marshalls is? How many of you guys have a Marshalls around you? My wife has got me going to Marshalls these days. Mostly just window shopping, not for anything in particular. Just going in, see what they have, because she really likes the store. Mostly for two things: kitchen towels and those reusable kind of plasticky bag things. My wife has an addiction to kitchen towels, but very specific kitchen towels. You see, she has now a whole set so that no matter what holiday is coming up, she has kitchen towels that represent that holiday, but not just the holiday. They all have cats on them. uh, and I had a really sad realization today. We're looking at kitchen towels. We're in their kitchen towel section, and I actually said, "Oh, that one's cute." And it was at that moment I thought, I used to be a man, and I really did. I had that thought. I'm looking at kitchen towels like, "Oh, that one's cute." Ah, anyhow, that's what women will do to you guys. They will turn you into a big girl. I did get some for myself there. I got they had these slippers. They were $6. I'm wearing them right now, actually. They're like knitted on the outside, but on the inside, it feels like you're walking on a rabbit. You ever felt a rabbit? Like there's a reason they make like rabbit lined things. It's because it's really soft and comfortable. And this feels like walking on a rabbit. Where's Jack? I have no idea. I sent him the link. I don't know where he's at. Think the closest Marshalls is a 10-hour flight away. Well, yeah, I would imagine so. You're down in Australia, so I like Marshalls. In all seriousness, look, it is a girl store. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. They sell some men's stuff there, but it's mostly a girls store. It's made for women, and that's very smart because women do most of the shopping. Even in our updated 2025 world, women still do most of the shopping. So if you're going to make a store, you want to attract women to it. But they do have a lot of really cool stuff in there too. Um, but yeah, we mostly go there for towels. And she doesn't go there for those plastic bags that I was mentioning. They're I don't know how to describe them. They they're like a woven plastic. Does that make sense? But they always have like some kind of design on them. And it's amazing how many of those we have featuring cats as well. My wife is a married cat lady with one cat, just one cat, but she is a married cat lady. And we have a ton of those things. And I'm like, why do you buy so many of these? She goes, somebody will need it at some time. I'm like, well, I guess I can't really argue with that. And then we got home from shopping and we'd gone to Walmart to do our grocery shopping. And she bought two big jugs of juice. And I didn't want to carry them in by hand because for some reason Walmart's like, we can't put that in a plastic bag. So I grabbed one of her bags and took it out there. She goes, oh, so now there's a reason to have these bags. Like, God damn it. I hate when I lose fights that way. It's not even a fight, a joking fight. You guys want to hear how fucked up my wife is? Okay, so we're in Marshall's, and there's this woman who works there who keeps laughing, and it is one of the most god awful laughs I've ever heard in my life. And after about the 14th time of hearing this, I said under my breath, I wish she would quit laughing. And Lady Monkey launches into this tirade like, I know, I was thinking that. And then she said, you should go over there and make her stop. I said, you want me to go make her cry? And she's like, yes. I said, oh, no big deal. I'll just walk past her, accidentally bump into her and go, sorry, I didn't realize you were that fat, which I thought was horrific. I thought that was a mean thing to say. I was just trying to shock my wife for humor. My wife's like, do it. like, goddamn lady. My wife is mean. The fucked up thing is if I had actually done it and went over there and made that woman cry, my wife would have been like, I can't believe you did that. I can't. Anyway, look, guys, there's no structure to tonight's show. I wasn't planning on doing a show at all. I told you guys if I hadn't done one by 9, I probably wasn't doing one. And I went to bed at like 6:30. So there was no plan for this. But I'm bored out of my mind and just fucking around on Twitter and stuff. And I'm like, I might as well go talk to people. I might as well have some social interaction today, even if it's parasocial. Am I the only one really sick of the parasocial shit? That's a parasocial relationship. Who came up with that? There's so many phrases that end up on the internet that I want to know who started it so I can kick them in the nuts until they apologize to the entire world for what they've done to us. Parasocial, I cannot tell you how many times I see or hear the term parasocial in a day. And God bless, I fucking hate it. Retards. Hey, hang on to that thought. We're gonna talk about Hasan fans in a little while. We are going to talk about the Hasan thing because it's still going, and he had a massive crash out today. It was funny as fuck. I don't even know what it was actually about. I don't know what the triggering moment was. I don't think it actually has to do with Collargate, but we'll get to that in a little bit. Before we get to that, I wanted to, that is the first time I'm hearing that, but then I am antisocial. I'm anti-parasocial. But before we get to that, I want to talk about this Bill Maher clip. Well, this is the full new rules that you can watch right here on YouTube. Go check it out. Because we're not going to watch the whole thing. And he doesn't do the full new rules. It's just the last one. And in this one, he's going to be talking about the media. And I just want to be clear on this. I don't disagree with most of what he says. Parasocial was from Sigmund Freud. Yeah, it makes sense to me. The father of modern psychology was a fucking lunatic. And everybody's like, no, he's the smart one. Anyway, Bill Maher is going to be talking about the media, and I don't necessarily have a problem with most of what he says. I don't have a problem with Bill Maher most of the time. My one issue with Bill Maher is that he is insistent on, no matter what he's criticizing, making sure you know he hates Republicans at all times. It doesn't matter what the topic is, he will find a way to both sides it, and it's fucking annoying as shit. And it is kind of relevant to this topic. So this is his, and finally, new rule for the night.
New rule, if you think your job is just to tell people what they want to hear, you're not a journalist. You're a wedding DJ.
That is a fair criticism. And if he just stayed on that and did this, we'll watch.
For years, I've complained about the media only telling half the story.
Only half the time, you lying prick. This is the part that bugs me. For years, I've been... No. For years, I've done that, you asshole. And I've done it left, right, center. Doesn't matter what the story is. How many times have we gathered here together in this space and we go, here's the story. Now, here's what really happened. Here's the part they left out. Left, right, or center. But in Bill, I do it all the time. All the time. For years, I've been calling this out. And again, I don't necessarily have a problem with what he's saying. You should be calling that shit out. But it's his example that he gives. Listen to this shit.
For years, I've complained about the media only telling half the story, lying by omission when they leave out the part that doesn't feed their narrative.
Well, for the record, this is part of my problem there. Well, it doesn't feed their narrative. It's not just their narrative. It's lying in general. They do it all the time. They will leave out important context to what was said, and it has nothing to do with feeding their narrative. It has to do with just directly lying. But
a couple of weeks ago, Fox News and the New York Post committed the clearest example of this I've ever seen.
Okay, he had my attention when he said that. Fox News and the New York Post, a supposedly right-wing site and a kind of right-wing news rag. They committed the most blatant, the clearest example of this I have ever seen. Bill Maher's like in his 60s. So this should be something amazing, right? Like the media still says Donald Trump said very fine people on both sides in Charlottesville. So it's got to be more clear than that. You guys ready for this? You strapped in? You ready for your jaws to hit the floor for what they said?
When they described my editorial of September 26, where I called for a grand bargain between the far left and the far right, but completely left out the far right part.
Yep. That's the most clear example ever. The New York Times and Fox both said that Bill Maher said liberals need to knock it the fuck off. And they didn't say that he said, hey, you far righters, you too, is the clearest example he's ever seen of the media lying by omission. The clearest example. He then goes on to blame Blue Sky as well, which isn't even a media company in the sense that we're talking here. But the clearest example, I just brought up the both sides, right? Donald Trump said, very fine people on both sides. That is not the clearest example he's ever seen. One that has been repeated ad nauseum for 8 years now, because that was in 2017. 8 years they've been telling that lie over and over and over again. And this is the clearest example he's ever seen. The Covington kids got in the way of Nathan Phillips. Clearest example he's ever seen is this. Clearest. Are you fucking with me? Fuck. I get it. This is personal to him. So he could just, a clear example. I wouldn't have a problem with that. A clear example of that. Sure. The clearest? Get fucked. And this is the kind of stuff that he does that makes me not just a fan of him, where I have to be like, go fuck yourself, Bill. Because if he could just be honest, if he could just for once be honest and not try to both sides it, or not have to be like, you're talking about the clearest examples of lying by omission by our media, and your two examples are Fox News and the New York Post. The New York Post, who put out the Hunter Biden story, the laptop, and everybody else in the media went, no, Russian disinformation. Yeah. Why don't you go after those two outlets? I wonder why you're doing that, Bill. He actually says in this in a little while, we're not going to watch this whole thing. We're not watching any more of it, actually. Go watch it yourselves. But he says that the problem is that these people want the clicks from the algorithm, and because they want this audience, and they don't want to upset their audience, because if they upset their audience, they'll come after them. Bill, you can't criticize the left without making sure you criticize the right, because your audience will come after you. You clean up your shit all the time and make sure they know that you hate them Republicans, because if you don't, they're gonna he is one-siding it right now. Yeah, and again, he does kind of pay lip service going forward, being like, the left does it too. But I could name you a dozen examples without even needing to look anything up of the left doing, or the media doing this to people on the right, to just Trump. I mean, look at what's the one? I'm trying to think of the exact quote, but they're not sending their best. They're sending rapists and murderers. The full context of that isn't him going, all Mexicans are rapists and murderers, but that is how it was put out in the media. There's so many examples of it with Trump that we've been over on this very show. But the clearest one to Bill is them saying, they didn't even really take him out of context. When they put it, yes, they didn't play up the part where he says that the right needs to chill the fuck out too. But the highlight was that this liberal, everybody expects you to say that about Republicans, Bill, because we all know your politics. The fact that you were calling out the left, that anybody on the left is calling out the left, is what's newsworthy in that situation. Should they have mentioned you called out the right too? Yes, absolutely. Did it change what you said about the left? Did it give a false impression of what you were saying about the left? Because leaving out what Donald Trump said around very fine people on both sides actually changes the context of it. What you said, the context wasn't changed. They just left out the part where you're like, don't forget, guys, I hate Republicans too. Evolve Potato, thank you. Something I noticed is that when Maher used examples of things you should do to balance with the other side, he uses dumb costume stuff for the right to do, but insinuates the right are dumb hillbillies that get their fingers blown off. Yes, he does. So what Evolved is talking about there is in this clip, he's talking about, he tells you to cheat the algorithm, break the algorithm. Because in his world, the only reason people are doing this is because this is how you get clicks through algorithmic crap. And so the algorithm says, hey, you look at monkey videos, you'll probably like other conservative kind of stuff. So what you should do is go out there, and if you're a liberal, you should look up one of the literal examples is how to reattach your fingers if you've blown them off in a fireworks accident. That's the Republicans, y'all. That's how you get you really want, if you're on the left and you really want to break the algorithm, yeah, search me for a while. Yeah. Hey, Lindsay, how you doing? Okay. I don't want to talk anymore about Bill Maher. Let's get my beautiful back up on the screen here. There she, look at that little belly. It is so hard not to pet that belly. And I'll be honest with you, I don't always stop myself from petting that belly. Sometimes it's worth the bites. I'm just saying. It's so fluffy. It's fluffier than it looks in that picture. Anyhow, we're here to talk about Hasan today. So I had a tweet that for me blew up because as funny as I am, you'd think I would blow up way more than I do. Usually, if I have a tweet that interrupts my ability to communicate with you guys, it's on purpose. I follow several people. Here's a great example of this. The other day, Hasan tweeted something and I responded with a snarky comment. And one of his fans, the only way you could possibly have responded this fast is if you're watching his stream. No, I actually have notifications on so that when Hasan tweets, I can see it and immediately put something stupid making fun of him after his tweet to piss off his fans because I think it's funny as shit. So that's typically what happens. I've done this with politicians. I do it with internet celebrities. I do it with just people in general. Most of my people that I have the notifications on for are friends or people I follow for real, because their Twitter won't show you when your friends say shit. But I also do it just to be a childish jackass. And I own that. I own it. But this one, I wasn't even doing that. This one was a tweet, just a tweet out in general that I put out there that, so we watched yesterday, Hasan, like, that wasn't even the color my dog was wearing. And I asked a simple question. And at the time I asked it, just for clarity, I was the only one I'd seen say it. And I'm not saying that, I'm so smart. Tons of other people said the same thing. I just hadn't seen it yet. This was the first thing I saw that day, and I don't read other people's shit before. And it's not like I'm like, oh, I don't want to read their stuff. I want to be. It's just the way I do things. I see something, I react to it myself, and then I might go back and like watch a video on the topic and see, oh yeah, other people said that too. But this is at about 1 o'clock in the morning, almost 2 o'clock in the morning yesterday. Very, very quick, or very soon before we did the show, and I simply tweeted out, serious question, Hasan. If she wasn't wearing that collar, why do you hold up that collar and say, this is the one people are talking about, this is the one they saw, it has the capability to vibrate? It's a very pertinent question to the topic. It's right on. It addresses everything. It's not snarky at all. It's just a logical question. And I expected normal engagement from it. What? I don't know what happened. This one has 100,000 views on it right now, which for me is an amazing amount. I believe it or not, guys, I do not get that much interaction. I know, hard to believe. Tons of people want to talk to the snarky monkey guy. Hell, congressmen do it. But the reason I wanted to talk about this isn't even what I said there. It's shit like this. He said it was the one people were talking about because they literally grabbed old clips of her wearing it. His little fanboys. Because it's the one they claimed she was wearing. The original clip of the shock had no frames that showed a collar. Actually, there's several frames that show a collar. I don't know if we'll get into it, but absolutely she was wearing a collar. Even Hasan says she was wearing a collar. He just says it was a canvas one, which is bullshit. It's total bullshit. The collar in question that you can see in the shock video, you can see the air tag. You don't get as open a picture as you see in some other older clips, but you can clearly see that there's a block above the air tag that you can see, which a canvas collar wouldn't have. It keeps your responses yours and uninfluenced. What does? Anyway, you're talking about the way I do things. Yeah, I mean, I used to do that purposefully when I made videos back in the anti-SJW days. I would see, okay, a new video from some dumb bedroom feminist is out. Everybody's response. I would not watch a single one of those before I watched the original video, did my response, posted it, and then I would watch other people's stuff. Because I didn't want to be influenced. So maybe it's just a habit formed that way. Anyway, no frame showed a collar. The initial evidence that was shown of the collar was from an entirely different day. No, it wasn't. The one where they blow it up and show it where you can see it really well is from another day. But you could still see it that day. I would show it on the screen here. I guess should I show it? Should we look it up? Last time I knew the search on Twitter wasn't working well. That's why I don't already have it pulled up. So let's see. There we go. I don't know how well this is going to show because it's very dark. But this is the video from the shock day. Okay. This is the actual shock video. And we're not going to watch it. We're going to jump ahead to 12 seconds. Right. Okay, maybe it's 10 seconds. Right here. Okay. See how her fur is pulled apart right here? The air tag that they keep talking about is way down here. Is my pointer showing up? Okay, good. The air tag that you can see, the dot for it is right here. But way up here, about the same amount of space that the shock collars have, you can see her fur is separated by something. And it's not just a collar. You can see the collar mark around the neck, but it's wider right here because there's the block from the shock part of it, you fucking retards. Ugh. I hate these people. I hate them. They're dumb. I'm with Hasan, and we're going to see this in a little bit. His audience is fucking retarded, man. The number of people that came at me were like, oh, it was a different collar. Okay, let's talk about that for a second. The very next day, in the post that I put up and I asked about, Hasan says, this is the one they saw. And if we're going to be charitable and say, yes, he's talking about in those other pictures, two things you should know. One, he doesn't come up with that excuse for over a week. In his original video, no, it's not that collar. It's not a shock collar, guys. He never once says this is not the collar she was wearing. Not one time. Which you would think he would do. Because that would be the easiest answer, right? The easiest get me out of trouble answer. But fuck it. We should probably look at that one too. Where's the one of him showing The collar. Da, 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 da. Fuck, there's so many videos of him now over this shit. Da, 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 da. I just had this up the other day or a little while ago. Oh, I know how to find it. We'll go to his. This is Hasan putting this out because he put up a video on Twitter called not on Twitter, sorry, on YouTube. Is the Hasan Abi account? I'll show it on screen. You see, look, Hasan Abi. It's right. Well, my face is in the way. There you go, Hasan Abi. This is from his account. This is the video that he put out defending himself. This shows the original. But if you jump way down here, we get to what is the collar? What is the collar? And somebody tells him, hey, you should show it on screen. And this is where the clip comes from. I want to get us closer because I do not want to watch that much of Hasan. This is after. Oh, by the way, this is one I haven't seen people talk about, and maybe I just haven't seen it. He's showing how he can walk his dog, and she'll just stay with him the whole time, and he doesn't have to do anything. She's just that well trained. There's a moment in this where he puts his hand in his pocket to show how well the dog is being behaved, and you hear her yelp. So he's showing you him shocking his dog in his own defense video. And you better believe Kaya gets right up to his leg when he does it. You know what? I don't want to just say that. I want to prove it.
No leash walking?
Look at this.
Oh.
Y'all hear that? He puts his hand in his pocket. No leash walking? How do you do that? And look at this. Look at this. And then you hear her yelp. His defense of I don't use the shock collar is him using the shock collar on the dog. Oh, for fuck's sake. Again, this is his fucking video. So anyway, we get up here.
XU said he would donate 50K to a shelter if he did. Yeah, man, you explain things well and shit, but show the collar though, dude. Okay. Sure. Kaya, okay. Come here. This is one of Kaya's many collars. Come here. Sit.
Where's he getting that collar from? Where's he getting that collar from? He tells us earlier in the video and in clips that have gone around, that's the part that's back at like that 12-minute mark, 12.5-minute mark, that she has lots of collars. But where's he getting this from? He's pulling it off the dog.
This is the one that people are talking about. Okay, this is the one. This is the one that they saw. It has the capacity to vibrate, and that's it. Are you happy? That's it. There's the air tag. There's the fucking...
Oh, look, there's a block kind of like you would get that would push her fur down in a block formation that you could see in the other video.
Vibrator.
Oh, wait.
It also has a flashlight component to it at nighttime. And it also has a tracker on it when she gets lost. If she were to actually get fucking lost,
Okay, let's say everything he just said is true. Let's say everything he just said. Why is she wearing it right now? The day before when the shock video comes out. No. Hey, guys, he didn't have a shock collar on her. What are you talking about? He didn't have that collar on her. It'd be insane for her to have that collar on in that situation. The very next day, when she's laying on that very same bed, she's wearing that collar, and they're like, no, it was a canvas collar the day before. It's amazing how often I've seen clips recently of Hasan telling people to be critical thinkers, and this is his audience. They're like, no, he told me she wasn't wearing it.
It's a sound. Kaya! Come here, baby. Place.
Look, he was able to get her to go in place without the collar on. So why does she need that collar on today, the day this video is shown? How come
there are days where Kaya doesn't wear a collar? There are days where she wears a different collar. This, in and of itself, doesn't actually work in the way that you think it does. Here.
Now, did you see what he said there? There are days she doesn't wear a collar. There's days she wears a different collar. Notice what he didn't say there? He didn't say, and she wasn't wearing this one yesterday. He gives no indication at all that she was not wearing that collar the day before, the day of the shock. This is his immediate reaction. Now, let's say you were accused of shocking your dog on screen and you didn't have a shock collar on your dog. Would your response be, here's a shock collar I do, here's a vibration collar I do own? Or would you be like, this is the collar she was wearing, and hold up the non-electronic collar to show everybody what she was wearing? This is what I'm talking about with critical thinking. I think some people like being lied to. Everybody talks about how much they want the truth. I want the truth. And Jack Nicholson is right. You can't handle the truth because most people don't want the truth. And we're going to see a clip in a minute that is one of the funniest examples of this in your life. But they don't want the truth. They do want just their own beliefs reiterated to them. Like, do I look fat in this? Like, yes, you look fat in that. Oh, what? Because what they're really asking, when somebody says, do I look fat in this? What they're really good I look in this. Cougar and I, thank you. His voice is so annoying. Okay, I realize there's a lot more to that message, but I do need to address that for a second. Not only is his voice annoying, he's so boring. So even when he gets animated, his voice is so monotone and boring. Fuck. Anyway, his voice is so annoying. After hearing him this much because of the drama, I've pinned it down. You can tell he has a high voice and is speaking as deep as he can. Have you heard him laugh when he really laughs, not his fake laugh? If you think that his normal voice is high pitched, you should hear that shit. I took singing lessons, and you can tell if someone is purposefully lowering their voice or their octave. Thank you, Cougar Knife. Yeah, I mean, I could see that. I've never put that together because, again, he's so fucking boring. And that's where my mind goes when I listen to him. Critical thinking, I know, but he does tell his audience to do it. And I'm going to agree with him. Hasan viewers, you need to practice some critical thinking. It's a dog, so I don't care, but I hate Chank's nephew so much. I don't like any abuse of an animal, and what he's doing to this animal is abusive. It absolutely is abusive.
This is the flashlight, and this is when it vibrates. All right, come here.
See what he's doing right there? The guy who totally did not have this collar on his dog is putting that collar that he just took off that dog back on her. He tells us earlier in the video that he uses the vibration collar for when she is free roaming. When she's free roaming. Why is he putting that on that dog right now? These are simple questions. You don't even have to be smart. Guys, I got a GED. I have a GED. And I can easily come up with these questions. Like, this makes no sense. How is it all these college-educated retards who follow this moron can't figure out this simple shit? Why would you be putting that collar on her in this moment? Notice that when he calls her, her tail isn't wagging, right? You ever call your dog over and their ass isn't swinging back and forth because their tail is wagging? Even back when they used to clip off dogs' tails, they did that with what, Dobermans? They had that little nub and it'd shake their whole ass if they got excited. His dog wasn't excited. Oh, fuck. He's going to do it again. He's going to chank me. Sorry, I have no evidence that he engages in his uncle's pastime of pleasuring animals for their pleasure. So I told you guys we're going to see one of the greatest examples of just rejecting reality. And all right, now I need to tell you a little bit about this person, okay? I don't know shit about them. What I do know is if you look up their name on Twitter, the first thing that's going to pop up is her with a penis in her butt. I'm not kidding. I was not actually. The first one was her masturbating a giant wiener, and the second video was her with a wiener in her butt. Her name is Sasha Grey, and I didn't know that she was a hardcore porn person. I had no idea about that. Apparently, this clip that we're about to watch, she's been striking people for using it. Do it. I'm with Nick DiOrio on this one. Do it. I could use the attention. But she is a Hasan dick writer. Maybe literally, given the videos I saw of her today. I will say this. Nice shave job. You didn't miss a spot. Well done, I suppose. Even your taint was cleaned up. Nicely done. Sasha processed parsecs of dick. Fuck. Anyway, this is one of the greatest clips I've ever seen in my life.
I saw someone who provided info of the caller when he showed it. He took out the contact points and put electrical tape over it. I watched the same clip. There's no tape.
This is something Denims also says. Maybe we'll pull up that too. She's like, there's no tape. It's a lie. It's totally a lie.
And you can't take those points out. You cannot cut the prongs off of a man. That's what I'm saying. The cope.
I do wonder because look, I don't know what's going on with the prongs exactly. Okay, different collars have different ways of removing them, and some of the people who have shown, hey, here you can take off the prong. There's still a little prong sticking up, which I don't really think you see in the Hasan collar. But let's just for argument's sake say that those are the only way you can get them with that still little prong sticking up about 1/4 of an inch. There's no way you could cut those off. Have you never been to a tool store? There are tools. You can get a hand grinder that just works off electricity that you could cut those things off really quickly. I used to use them at the machine shop. We use them to cut various different pieces of metal. It would be easy. Very easy. You can't cut those off. What are they made out of fucking adamantium? This isn't some Wakanda technology for fuck's sake. You're talking about not even steel, just simple a little iron prong that's left over in the one kind of collar people were showing. Or a Dremel. Yeah, there's so many different ways. You could use a hacksaw and do it. Like you cannot remove those things. They're permanent. They're protected by magic and Zeus and Odin. Get fucked. Oh god. Anyway,
is so hard with a lot of people on this.
Like the electric prongs are taken out of it.
But here's my thing, right?
Oh, I don't want to watch anymore.
How fucking great is that? She's like, it couldn't happen. You can't do it. And so somebody sent her the video of Cutie Cinderella going, yeah, I was over there and they put tape over it and they took the prongs out. And she's like, oh, I don't want to watch this. I laughed so goddamn hard. So, guys, with not feeling well, I was actually throwing up yesterday. And when I watched this, when I woke up today, I laughed so goddamn hard I threw up again. Oh, it can't be done. Oh, I don't want to see this evidence that it was. Cutie Cinderella got mad at the guys in this video because you set me up. No. You said this shit willingly. And what she says is that she went to Hasan's house the very next day. The day he makes that video showing the collar. She went to his house like she has done every day for the last 2 years, she tells us. Ludwig, your girlfriend is fucking around on you. And that she saw that the prongs had been removed and that tape had been put over it. She accidentally verified everything everybody was saying. She wasn't trying to bring Hasan down. She was trying to defend him. And there's no way you could even possibly taking prongs out of a product that literally tells you in its description that you can do that. Seriously, go look up these collars. They tell you you can take off the shock prongs. It can't be done, you guys. Hey, whore, here's proof that you're wrong. Oh, I don't want to see that. Why are you like this? It's clearly not a protein deficiency in your case, lady. Fuck. Anyhow, yeah, this is the kind of shit I've been fucking with while I've been begging for the ability to go back to sleep. I'm so tired, you guys. I did get some decent sleep. It's not like I've had no sleep today, but I should be sleeping right now. Anyway, so Hasan's been having a bad day. Yesterday, it's 3:00 in the morning when it technically Saturday. So maybe I should, on Thursday, he puts out, he does his normal stream. And during his normal stream, he has this just sad moment. It is, I don't know any way to phrase it other than he looks depressed. He's like, oh my God, you guys, I can't believe. Hasan has spent so much money lately trying to make himself mainstream. He's got a PR firm, guys. I'm not speaking out of turn or making shit up. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. He's got a PR firm that's out there pushing him to mainstream things. This is why we get the GQ article. This is why he ends up in Rolling Stone. I mean, he's got his personal little bitch girl there, Taylor Lorenz, helping with that. But it's why you see him in the New York Times, why he gets that interview with the New York Times guy, which we still haven't gone over. And I don't know if we ever will, but you really should see it because this is the New York Times. These are lefties. And he just makes Hasan look like a fucking tard. Okay, I should rephrase that. He just shows that Hasan is a fucking tard. So Hasan is down, man. I'm going mainstream, you guys. This is my moment to shine. And then he shit himself. It's like the emperor has no clothes but diarrhea, you know? I'm pretty sure all the defense of Hasan is just the LA streamers defending their king. Asman is the king of Texas. Streamer click, which is why Hasan hates him. Only one king. That's fair enough. But Hasan has actually lashed out too that not enough people are defending him. Why aren't they all defending me? Well, because this one's indefensible, man. You really could have ended this whole thing if that next day you just came out and said, yep, I used the shot collar. I mean, you still look really bad because you admit that you were frustrated in that moment. And so you took it out on your dog. It would show you to be the dog abuser you quite clearly are. But it'd be over. You're making it stay around by lying about it. You're giving people like me all kinds of reason to point out and go, look, what about this? What about that? Here's this, here's that. I mean, they have the video now of him where he puts Kaya when she was a puppy in with his other dog. And he's laughing at her getting nipped at and scared. He even says he thinks it's funny when she's scared. She's a puppy. Now, I watched Bering's video and he talks about this. Like, if you have an older dog and you bring in a younger dog, the older dog will nip at the little dog when that dog is when the puppy is being an asshole, you know? It's a training things dogs do. But when you force them into a small confined space, because the widest part of the little area that he's got these two rather large dogs in is not even 4 feet across. So these two dogs are forced to be right next to each other. And the baby keeps getting nipped at by this other dog who's like, I don't want to deal with this shit right now. And this fucking retard is sitting there laughing at it. It's entertainment for his audience. A dog getting hurt by another dog. And again, I don't have a problem with the dogs acting that way. But in a normal setting, the other dog could leave or go away, or the puppy could go find some stuff to keep himself entertained. But he needed a prop in the background. So he puts these two dogs together, basically in a fighting ring, so that he can laugh at the puppy getting scared. How fucked up is that? So he's been crashing out hard, and it kind of culminates in this clip we're going to watch today, which again, as far as I know, this has nothing to do with the dog stuff. It might, but it sounds more like there was a political disagreement based on what he says. And even with that, this is wow.
Stand any of you dumb fucks in this goddamn chat. Oh my fucking God, I hate the left. I hate liberalism. I hate everything that's going on every single fucking day of the goddamn week. I hate my life. I hate fucking streaming. I hate socialism. I hate every single fucking person who thinks that the peak of activism is just being the most annoying, holier than thou, the most ultimately woke leftist.
Damn, homies. I hate you all. I hate everything. I hate my life. This is a fucking millionaire, a multimillionaire who buys cars, expensive cars he's not even going to drive just so he can be like, look how wealthy I am. And he's like, I hate my life. Wow, he looks like Crowder there. I've been saying for years he looks like Crowder. Well, maybe not years, for at least a year. That Hasan looks like Crowder, that he's trying to look like Crowder. Yeah, that's I thought about putting up a picture of him and Crowder, putting up this picture of him on Twitter and going, wow, Crowder's really let himself go. What's up, Jack? How you doing, my friend?
I'm all right. How are you?
You know,
Oh,
I'm amused because we're talking about Hasan.
oh, so what happened with him now?
We're just watching his crash out video.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Oh, that was delightful, wasn't it?
Well, we've just started it. You got.
Oh.
I've been recapping everything. And did you see the video of Sasha Grey?
Yes.
Not the porn one, but the one of her going, you can't get rid of those prongs. And then somebody shows her cutie Cinderella saying that the prongs were gone. And she's like, I don't want to watch that.
I'm done with this. Yeah. Come on, honey.
Yeah. Anyway.
Well, she's lucky she's pretty.
She's lucky guys are horny and she's got pictures of her with a wiener up her butt online. Let's just be honest. She's not pretty enough to be popular for being pretty. She's not. She's average. And I'm not saying that means she's a pretty woman, but she's not pretty enough to get famous for being pretty. She has an audience because there's videos of her anal banging.
Yeah, I don't think we're disagreeing. You're just making it sound weird. Yeah, like I said, she's attractive.
Yeah. Anyhow. So, Jack, we are only 23 seconds into his rant, and he's just told us how much how much he hates his life. Yeah, you got here almost at the start of me showing this one.
Wow. All right. Well, hi everybody. Yeah, sorry I'm late. I fell asleep.
I figured because I sent you a message because you had just posted something. I'm like, oh, I should let him know I'm going to do a show. And I didn't hear anything back, and I was like, he went to sleep.
Yeah, I probably fell asleep because I was playing with the cat, trying to fuck around on Twitter, and next thing I know, my phone is laying on the side of my face, and the cat's gone, and I look, and you're doing a show, and I was like, huh, all right, well, better get up, and then I saw the time, and I'm like, oh fuck.
Jenna Jameson is way better looking. Jenna Jameson looks like a puppet from Mr. Rogers these days.
Yeah, she's scary.
Yeah.
Once upon a time, she was attractive.
In her heyday, before porn ruined her, when she was just starting out. Yeah, she was pretty pretty.
Unfortunately, that happens with a lot of porn stars. They seem to
it's almost like drugs are bad.
Yeah, like Chasey Lane used to be pretty cute, and then plastic surgery and.
But you see the same thing in Hollywood, not in Pornywood. These pretty women, they get in there, and then 2 years later, it's like, what the fuck happened to her?
Yeah, it's very tragic because, and they all buy into this plastic surgery's the answer bullshit.
Well, they're trying to look pretty in a town where the most attractive thing is a 10-year-old. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it
I
is
mean,
a town full of degenerates
she's
and
like,
weirdos.
look how pretty I am. And the guy she's trying to get the attention from is like, yeah, but do you have a toddler I could whack it to? Because they're
Uh,
degenerates.
that's unfortunately very, very true.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get back to Hasan. We should remind me to talk about TwitchCon, which kind of relates to Hasan too. Okay, I'll just break this part now. Did you see what's going on with TwitchCon? That girl who got grabbed?
No,
Oh, fuck.
I haven't been really on the internet a whole lot today. It just looks like it because I post tons of shit.
No, I get it. Trust me, I get it. Most of my time on you or on Twitter is probably an hour, maybe two, and it looks like I've been there all day.
Yeah, because you're there for like a short spurt of time, and in that time you retweet a bunch of shit, or you find some funny videos, so you post them, and then you just go back to whatever real life shit you got going on.
All right, let me bring this over here, blow it up. All right, so this is from TwitchCon. There's this chick right here who's doing a meet and greet, which apparently, in order to do other things to get money at this show, you have to agree to do.
That's fucked up. Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Asmongold
really messed up.
Asmongold got a bunch of shit about a month ago for saying women shouldn't go to TwitchCon.
No, I agree with him. Twitch is full of fucking weirdos.
Yeah.
No offense, Twitch people, but you're surrounded by freaks and weirdos.
I mean, it's run by a guy who thinks the greatest creator in history is the one who says that you should murder a senator.
Yeah, and interviews terrorists and tortures his dog. Yeah.
How many of these shitbags have we seen get busted for horrible behavior? I mean, I was just talking about OTK the other day when we were watching that Asman clip. The dude fondled a passed out chick.
Yeah.
In one of their biggest groups over there on the Twitch machine.
Well, there doesn't seem to be a lot of screening, you know.
Yeah, well, they came back with, Asmongold is just being sexist. He hates women. No, he was they said he was victim blaming. No, he was trying to warn women. You don't want to be around these scummy fucks.
But that's part of the problem with speaking out like that is you get accused of being an awful person when you're trying to protect people.
Yeah.
And Asmon's not wrong.
No.
A lot of these, let's face it, Hasan looks like a fucking weirdo too. But how many times do we have to see something like this happen? It even happened to major pop bands like AKB48. They got a couple of their members had acid thrown in their face. They're one of the hugest pop bands in Japan. And some psychopath threw some acid in three of their faces. And it disfigured the one girl. She had to get plastic surgery. There's a lot of crazy people, and you can't filter them all out. Place like TwitchCon, I'm sorry, I think their security's pretty lax.
Did I close that video? I did. Let me bring that back up. I was shocked at how open this was.
Yeah, did you see how easy it was for that guy to approach her?
Yeah.
There was no security right there on hand. That guy had to come from several feet away. He's standing over by that partition in between the two people on the right.
Right here, yeah.
Yeah, that security guard is way too far away to protect her. Way too far. That is bad security layout. And security guard didn't look like he had any training at all.
Look how open this area is.
Yeah.
I'm circling her butt. Sorry.
If anybody came from the other direction, there's no way that security guard would get to her before she got stabbed. Because a 25-foot striking distance for a knife is what they usually say, 22 to 25. But if that guy had a weapon, she'd be dead. He
Yeah.
was just trying to grope her and apparently make out with her, maybe rape her. I don't know. But if he had malicious intent, that girl would be dead. There's no way that security guard could cross that field in time to get to her. He is way too far away. Security should be like 10 to 15 feet maximum, usually right behind them.
Is that
her
Eugenia
back should have
Clooney?
been to the wall too.
I don't know what her name is. I've seen it in the clips about this stuff, but I forget what it is. She's just some Twitch streamer.
Yeah, she's just some random person and she's got this problem.
Wasn't Christina Grimmie killed by a deranged fan? Yeah, and they had much better security at that.
Yeah.
Wasn't she behind a table?
Yes.
Yeah. And this one, they have it where you're meeting face to face like that.
That is insanely dangerous.
And look,
and she's got a good lawsuit for negligence, if you ask me. Just for me working security for years.
I just want to be clear here. I'm not blaming the victim here. I'm worried about people like her getting hurt.
Absolutely. If I had been to an event like this and saw that kind of security, I'd be worried. That's the type of shit where if you wanted a viral moment like David Hoggy, you just hang out in an area like that where somebody's that exposed.
Yeah.
You're going to see somebody try something because there's a lot of crazies out there.
But anyway, let's get back to our Hasan crashing out. It's hard to disagree with him that all of the people on Twitch suck when you watch that clip, ain't it?
It really is.
But anyway.
You did it. You did it. You have unlocked the fucking nihilism within me, okay? I am black-pilled. Nothing will ever get better. We are never going to make it out. We can't even have a normal fucking non-hostile goddamn conversation on any of these issues.
We can't have a normal non-hostile interaction. Hey, Hasan, what do you do with people who disagree with you?
Yeah, he's one of the most hostile people I've ever seen. He is a very angry young man.
There's a clip of him talking about Ethan because Ethan is brought up. And he says in it that Ethan is trying to rehabilitate his image, that he's been pro-genocide for 2 years and he's trying to pretend that he wasn't. You were sitting with Ethan when you guys first talked about October 7th, and Ethan said it was horrible. Ethan has called it a genocide over and over, which, by the way, still not a genocide.
Yeah, just because you say it doesn't make it true.
You do this to a guy who, 2 things upset you about him. 1, he said Hamas was bad. And 2, he said, dude, why are you letting people be such assholes to me in your chat? Those were his 2 offenses. And from that, you've turned him into the biggest Zionist supporting Jew of ever Jewdom.
Yeah, the Jewiest Jew of Jewry, as the kids would say.
Yeah. And now you want to sit here and be like, how come we can't have just normal conversations?
Yeah, look, it's your own. This is what Hasan has cultivated, and he can't handle it. Thank you, Evolved Potato. This woman, Imaru, had a bodyguard the last time she went to TwitchCon. Yeah, I would too.
Yeah,
hire a personal protector because if they're not going to protect you, you got to pay out for your own. But because he did his job last time, he got banned from coming. She had a better lawsuit than you think. Oh, yeah. If they banned her bodyguard from coming, yeah, she's got a good lawsuit because that's bullshit. She should have hired another bodyguard and said it's her boyfriend.
Do I have her statement on this? Because I read that about this situation. Is this her explaining it? Yeah, this is her explaining it.
This actually makes me very angry. Because that woman is very small and she absolutely needed physical protection. That dude was gigantic compared to her.
That dude was gigantic compared to me and you.
Yeah. Like, I'm a big guy. I'm a tall, fat dude, but I'm also, old. That guy looked like he was in his 20s and probably had about 5 working brain cells, which makes him super powerful.
All right, so here's her talking about it.
I don't think that's true. Okay.
Oh, fuck, that is really...
Maybe I should talk about this, whatever, who cares. I had a security guard 2 years ago where there was a guy following me around TwitchCon, and he asked him to stop multiple times. My guard asked him, and the guy wouldn't stop, so he grabbed the guy, but he didn't like hurt him. He was just holding the guy until like the con security came. And then for some reason they're like, yeah, because your security guard touched him, he's like permabanned from the venue forever. But he
Now I realize that's very hard to hear, but what she said is that there was a guy following her around. Her security asked him to stop repeatedly. He wouldn't. So he finally puts his hands on him, holds him in place until the actual con security can show up. And then they banned him for it because he put his hands on him.
That is what a security guard is supposed to do. Your private bodyguard is supposed to protect you from nut jobs.
Yeah.
You don't have to like that as the TwitchCon or whatever, but if this dude was stalking her around the event, I absolutely would back the security guard on that, because there's a lot of fucking nuts out there. And look, she's a fairly attractive girl. She's not super Asian hot, but plowable. Looks a little chubby. But that girl is going to end up in the trunk of someone's car if the guy doesn't do his job.
I'll go further than you, because from her, he just grabbed the guy. He wasn't like physically violent. I would have been okay with that bodyguard putting that guy on his ass.
Oh, absolutely. I have no issue with that at all.
Yeah.
If the guy's been following her, it's easy to prove that with all the CCTV they have nowadays.
Yep.
If he's been following her around the event and they told him to stop several times, there's a problem.
Yep.
This person is potentially dangerous and doesn't follow generalized directions of decorum. Because if somebody in real life tells you to stop following them, you're the weirdo, okay? Yeah, I have serious concerns about people's safety like that, because this has made me inordinately angry. I do not like people being put in unnecessary jeopardy, especially small women like that. That I don't care how sexist it sounds. That's insanely dangerous.
No, it's not sexist. It is dangerous. Spoonie says, I worked in security. No one in power is ever on our side. We get in trouble for doing our jobs all the time.
Yeah.
Our most effective security guy when I worked at Walmart, he shattered all the records, caught people shoplifting all the time. He eventually got in trouble, Jack, because they said, you're targeting women.
No, he's targeting shoplifters who happen to be women. Yeah.
One of the highest theft areas in a Walmart is makeup. And so he would patrol that area and he would catch women stealing. And they're like, you just hate the women.
Oh, we had the makeup right next to a jewelry counter. And on the other side was HBC. So all the like underarm deodorant. And those were our 3 highest strike items. Come on. Of course we're going to patrol those areas.
But no, he was a sexist because there were too many girl stops. Maybe you should teach women not to shoplift.
Right? Yeah,
right,
we got one of our guys got in trouble for targeting Mexicans, because that's who was stealing, like they'd steal like small items like batteries and deodorant and stuff, and they had a whole gang of them that would come in once a week or so and loot the place. They were transient. They'd go up the major highway by the store and hit every store in the area, and then they'd take the stuff to a flea market and sell it all. And it's really good money, apparently. So that's not targeting a group. That's doing your fucking job.
The profit margin on free shit is amazing when you sell it.
It really is. It really is. Just ask a lot of people in like San Francisco or California in general that steal stuff routinely because of their stupid rules.
Yep. All right, back to Crash Out. Because of this, I enjoyed this so much.
I knew you would.
Everybody just simply wants to fucking chirp into the wind because they have no power, and they recognize their utter powerlessness in the face of unjustifiable constructs that we fucking exist under. And the best possible fucking thing you can do is just be goddamn annoying. Okay?
You see, guys, people are giving him shit in his chat because the system is against him. Yeah, that's probably what happened, Hasan.
Yeah.
They went to get a mortgage today and they got turned down because they're under 40. Because apparently that's the thing, Jack. Young people can't get a house. They the system working against him, and so that fuck, my life sucks. I'm
Well,
gonna go challenge this idiot on shit he says online.
Yeah, but it amazes me that so what he just said, it kind of strikes a chord because a lot of his audience is unemployed.
Yeah.
So
Fair.
when they go to apply for something, of course they're going to get turned down. You don't have a job, retard.
The funniest part of it is a major portion of his audience are like under 18. So this is
Yeah.
mostly kids fucking with him.
Well, I'm glad they're fucking with him in a way because it's funny, but at the
But
same time,
they're not even fucking with him. They're just challenging him on the stupid shit that he says.
well, and that's kind of surprising because young people are selfish and angry. They're the perfect communists. Or
What?
target demographic anyway. They don't want to work. I was lazy at 18. When you're a teenager, you don't want to do anything, but you still want free shit.
Okay. Oh God.
I didn't pause it or anything, guys. This is his content.
Yeah, this is his regular content.
Right when the reporter is
just
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
He just has these weird long pauses and
Yeah.
ugh.
There's times when I'm trying to think of the right word to say, and there's a pause that maybe goes on for 3 seconds, and I'm like, I need to say something.
Yeah, because he's just he's a fucking idiot, and he does these long dramatic pauses, and I find that super annoying.
right when the reporter is asking about optimism.
I don't. Does anybody know what video this is he's responding to?
I want to fucking, I want to just shut it off, dude. I want to shut everything off. I just want to go away. If I was.
Feel free.
There are so many people who agree with you there, Hasan.
Yeah, he probably wants to go to a shelter and torture animals.
Why did he grow a mustache? I don't mind him having a mustache. What really bothers me is he's doing I have a full mustache, but a 5 o'clock shadow everywhere else. And that is such a pedophile look.
Oh, it absolutely is.
I'm not calling him a pedophile. This is if this was a movie about a pedophile, that is the facial hair they'd have.
Yeah. It's always the outfit of a sleazeball.
Yeah. And I've seen, for Taylor Loren wetting herself over how cute he is and how just unreasonably attractive. What did she say? Unreasonably handsome, I think is the exact quote.
I don't get that because he looks like a gayer version of the cowboy from the YMCA video.
He is constantly he can be a decent looking man. He clean himself up, get his hair cut. He's a decent looking man. But he goes out of his way to make himself look retarded. Like with this facial hair. By the way, Hasan, you're Turkish. You should be able to grow an actual 5 o'clock shadow and not need to keep it at this length, which you clearly do with a razor. You spend way too much time taking care of your facial hair, dude.
Yeah, it's weird.
I want to fucking, I want to just shut it off, dude. I want to shut everything off. I just want to go away. If I wasn't so goddamn stubborn, I would have a long time.
It's not his narcissism. It's his stubbornness that keeps him coming back.
Yeah. Okay, Hasan.
Yeah, I'm just that stubborn.
I'd stop, but I'm so awesome that the people need to hear my amazing voice.
Yeah, you're just stubborn. That's why I'm just stubborn. That's why I show up every day to get my tens of thousands of dollars a day.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so stubborn. It is the hardest job on earth, though. So.
Fuck.
Time ago. Oh my lord, dude. I 100% think you should someday go on sub only mode. What do you mean? The most annoying people are literally like the 40 month subscribers. The
Now,
person that called.
that part is important, the 40-month subscriber. Because while I said I don't know what this rant is about specifically, because that part is cut off here. There is a clip where somebody who is a 40-month subscriber to this guy, almost 4 years following this retard. Okay, just over 3 years, I guess. Who was like, I can't in good conscience continue supporting you after what I saw you do to Kaya. This is who he's using. Somebody who's like, I can't support dog abuse. Like, these are the most annoying people. The ones who won't give me, my millionaire ass, their money because they're offended at me beating a dog. Sorry, abusing a dog. He didn't actually punch her. He just,
we don't know.
He high-tech abused her.
Yeah, it's still abuse because he is inflicting the pain.
Yeah. And that is the most annoying one, is the one like, I can't support or being abusive to a dog.
Yeah, I'm glad that person did that, actually, because it takes a little bit of guts to stand up to this clown when you're a communist, because they're pussies usually.
Caused me to fucking spiral just now is Hidejo offliner or whatever. And that is like a routine nuisance and an offliner in this community. Okay. He is a consistent voice of nuisance. Okay.
What does that mean? A consistent voice of nuisance?
Somebody who says stuff he doesn't like.
Yeah,
yeah.
People disagree with us in our chat all the time. Why is that annoying to him? I mean, grow up, dude. Just because you disagree doesn't make you, shouldn't make you angry inordinately like this. That's weird.
Well, Hasan typically has several thousand people. I mean, the highest I've ever seen is like 51,000 people watching him at a single time. And he just told his entire audience he hates them all. And in his telling here, it's because of one guy. The other thousands, fuck all y'all. This one guy means you all suck.
Yeah, that's kind of... He's such a child.
Fuck, dude. Fuck.
What are you talking about? The people that actually brick me, the people that actually cause me to fucking spiral out of control are always the people that have been in this fucking community for years, who never shut the fuck up.
Which is weird because you ban people for that shit. And he's going to tell us he's banned this guy before. Permaban him. Done. Get in your little echo chamber where we all know you belong, where you exist.
Yeah, you thrive the hardest over there, you baby.
You know, when I was thinking of doing a show tonight, I had that thought that he wants to be in an echo chamber. And that's not it. It's really not. He wants to be in a hug box. And they're slightly different. In an echo chamber, people are just telling you what you want to hear. In a hug box, people are telling you how great you are for saying the things they want to hear. You are so the greatest ever, and everything you say is the smartest thing ever. And I love your glistening nipples. And that's what he wants. He doesn't just want an echo chamber. He wants a hug box. This is a multi-millionaire whose job is simply boring people every day. Rumor is he's banging Valkyrie, who, nice pull. She's kind of dumb, but you do you.
I mean, she's banging him, so
yeah, she can't be too smart.
Yeah,
you have a blessed life, and what you need is a bunch of strangers online to tell you how wonderful you are constantly. Frankly, I like when the audience tells me how bad I am, because then I can tell them how great I am. I don't need the audience to tell me how great I am. I will tell you.
He will. He will.
Don't make me do it. I'll do it right now. I'm fucking awesome. But this is the problem with people who are actually really self-conscious, and Hasan is very self-conscious.
Oh yeah, he's a sensitive little baby.
He works out because he kept getting called fat. That's why he decided to get in shape, which kind of blows that whole shaming people won't change their behavior. But he was like, now that I've gotten in some shape and my head doesn't look quite as small as it used to, do you love me now? I have this dog. Do you love me now? Look, I bought this expensive car. Do you love me now? Look, my name is all over the background of my room. Do you love me now, please? I hope you guys love me, but I don't need it. I have plenty of self-love.
I have banned him before. It's literally just like
I don't think you know what the word banned means.
Well,
not
he
singling
likes
him out.
money, so
I've timed him out before. It's a misnomer here on social media. People use the word banned when they actually mean suspended.
yeah.
He's just one example, but this happens all the fucking time, bro. Anyway,
Cry. It sounds like he's gonna cry.
I know. I feel about this clip the way that Hasan feels watching his dog get harmed.
Oh, you got a boner already?
It's just that funny to me.
Kind of order share, but
If he actually cried on stream, I might actually pop off.
I think it would probably be best if he started crying, like hardcore weeping, and the dog came in and licked his tears. Then I would be all about it. I'd be like, yes, that is way better.
I want him to Taylor Lorenz fake cry.
I think he could do that. He's such a piece of shit.
one of the worst aspects of like this kind of gathering online is that I think people don't behave like this in the real world. That's unironically what I was talking about. That's why I have so much hope for the future of America when I'm out in the fucking streets, right? Because I see grandparents and I see kids and I see regular ass folk that see right from wrong and they say, fuck this. What do you mean? You're just like kidnapping my neighbors. Get the fuck out of here. And they protest. And that gives me confidence. And
What? He has hope because grandparents and kids exist. His grandparents famously were related. Sorry, his great grandparents. And people protest. He's talking about ICE here, kidnapping.
Yeah.
The kidnapping, I see. That shouldn't give you hope because the number of people who are doing that, Hasan, is very small.
Well, he's really dumb. So
He is.
And then when I go back to the internet and I get fucking yelled at by a bunch of screenager iPad babies who are 30.
Screenager.
Yeah.
He loves little buzzwords that other people have told him.
38 years
Makes it
old
cool,
who think that the
right?
most like radical socialist position is to constantly chirp in a fucking Twitch streamer's chat.
They think the most radical socialist position is making comments to him. Look, I think your audience is dumb, but even I didn't think they were that dumb.
I mean,
How is it I have a higher opinion of his audience than he does?
apparently it's not very difficult because I think he generally thinks he's better than everybody to begin with.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, I'm not real surprised by this.
Oh, there's nothing surprising about what he's saying here because just look at Collargate. I hate that I just used that term. It's in the tags of this video too because I thought it would be funny. I haven't put tags in a video in several years because they don't generally matter. But I thought it would be funny this time, so there are tags. You guys can use the things where you can go look at tags and stuff. And look, I don't have tags in any of the ones that I've done over the last. It's got to be 2 years at least now. But Collargate made me laugh, so it's in this one. But look at how he treats his audience with Collargate. I mean, he treats them like they're retarded. Like that thing you clearly saw didn't happen. And they're like, it didn't? And he's like, nope.
It not only did happen, you're stupid for thinking it did.
Yep. His own bestie's girlfriend verified 90% of what people were saying. She still told the lie. There's no way to shock with this thing. But don't you guys believe it, man. Don't you believe it. It wasn't even the collar she was wearing. That's why it took him a week to come up with that excuse.
Yeah. Well, he's pretty dumb. So
I in my thread that blew up way more than I expected it to, there's one guy who said, the next excuse will be the dog doesn't even exist. And I'm waiting for it.
there is no dog. There's
Kaya
only
is
Fool.
100% AI.
and hyper scrutinize everything and then like refuse to understand like broader points.
He just pulled the AOC. This is why we went this far into this video. They scrutinize everything instead of understanding the broader points. This is why I really want to know what this was in reaction to, what the inciting comment was.
Yes.
So once my guess, just based on what we just heard, is that somebody went, "You're wrong," and he's like, "But you're not understanding my broader point." Somebody pointed out that he was lying or got information wrong, and he's like, "Ugh, but I'm morally correct, you guys. AOC told me that was all I needed to be." Can you imagine being like that?
I mean, what do you expect from a spoiled brat?
Yeah,
You know?
I forget who it was. Oh, it was a Destiny clip. I don't watch Destiny, guys. I haven't been watching him for quite a while. Even before his scandal blew up, because he just got so weird. But Yeet had a clip of him talking about how the problem with Hasan is that he's a nepo baby. He's a spoiled little rich kid who can't handle anybody telling him no.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look, Destiny's a scumbag, but he's not always wrong.
Yeah, and somebody like Hasan grew up spoiled. He's always been spoiled, and he will continue to be spoiled because he's very rich.
Yep.
And his family's really well off. So he's never going to change. He's the type of guy that if he actually got arrested, would be really confused by the entire process of consequences. He'd just complain about it the whole time and probably have to be tased because he's going to throw such a pussy little crybaby fit.
And, even more insulting than he is to his audience, he is to his friends. I mean, because there have been several of them who've come out, like the porn star we saw earlier, who come out and defend him.
Yeah.
And instead of going, "Hey, guys, don't defend me on this. It actually was a shot collar. Just shh, I'll take this." Instead, he's like, "How come more people aren't defending me on this?" You're making liars out of your friends. Why? How little respect do you have for the people in your life?
Well, he doesn't respect them. That's the entire thing, man. He has no respect for anyone but himself. He is that much of a bitch.
If I did something fucked up and Jack came out and was like, "Actually, he didn't do that," I would be like, "No, you're wrong, Jack. I did it." Because I wouldn't want
you're a grown up.
I wouldn't want you to look like an asshole for me.
I would do it for you, monkey. I'd be an asshole for you. Probably would tell you did it, but
Well, see,
I would come out and be like, "Look, guys, we all know monkey did it." But
I have more respect for you than to expect. I would expect you to give me shit for it. I would expect
I would absolutely give you shit.
"Dude, we saw it." Yeah,
I'd still stand by you as a friend unless you did something vile like tortured a dog.
Right. Yes. Don't let your. I mean, this happened with John Swan way back in the day. Quick recap of that. He posed as his retarded cousin. That's a real thing. He posed as his retarded cousin to make really horrible statements to the creator Dream, and then lied about it and let all of his friends lie for him. And then the truth comes out that it was actually him. And all of his friends are like, "You let me look like an asshole for you."
Yeah, see, look, I look like an asshole fairly often, so I'm fairly used to this sort of thing. But there's no sense in lying for someone if you know they did it.
And that's the thing. They believed him when he said, "No, it wasn't me."
Yeah, that's really douchey of him to do that. Yeah,
Yep.
I'm with you on that. That makes no sense. If you're ignorant of the truth of the matter and you stand up for your friend, I can respect that in a way.
Sure.
Because you should stand up for your friends if you don't think they did anything wrong. But you should absolutely call somebody out for doing something wrong, which we've done with our friends on here
Well,
and in our real lives. So,
as your friend, if you come up and you're defending me from something I clearly did and going, he didn't do it, I'd be like, I did it, dude.
yeah, well, that's just being a good friend. Like, stop talking. But yeah, oh man, Hasan is just such a backstabbing douche nozzle.
Yeah. All right, we got a couple more seconds of this one.
Okay, refuse to be open-minded. Then
I'm sorry, did Hasan just say refuse to be open-minded?
Probably open-minded to the Jewish conspiracy. That's what he meant.
I love when people present themselves as open-minded when they're some of the most closed-minded freaks on the internet.
Yeah.
You guys just won't be open-minded to the bullshit I say. I mean, he literally just said this after he said, instead of paying attention to the broader point. Your broader point doesn't mean shit if your facts are wrong, homie. There's no reason to be open-minded. I've said this many times. People mistake open-minded for empty-minded. Like, you need to be. What he should have said here is they refuse to be empty-minded. Because that's what he really wants. He wants a blank canvas he gets to paint up with little happy trees instead of thinking people who will challenge what he says.
blackpilled again. It's virtually impossible not to be blackpilled if you're online all the fucking time. Everything that we do here is so bad. It's so fucking bad.
Everything you do here is so fucking bad. I 100% agree. I have no problem with what he just said there. Now, the context he's using it is wrong. Because he's using it in the context of, oh my God, somebody dared challenge me. But yeah, everything you do is very bad, Hasan. You're a horrible person.
He is a horrible person. And he looks smelly too.
Again, guys, I had no plans for today's thing. It kind of came up because of this controversy still not blowing over because he keeps lying.
He keeps talking, dude. He's his own worst enemy.
Well, not just him. I mean, he has his little fans doing it too. Which brings us to Taylor Lorenz.
Oh God, she came back for this?
Oh no, she's been. You know, she has a YouTube channel, right?
No, I don't pay any attention to that one.
Oh yeah, she has a YouTube channel. Me. Oh, by the way, when I was looking up Sasha Grey earlier, I was looking for that clip not on Twitter, and came over to YouTube for it, and she happened to be live at the time playing a video game. And I just asked her what she had to do to unlock the shock collar.
And then you got banned, didn't you?
I have no idea because I was just being an asshole and I shut it because I wasn't really wanting to watch her, and I shut it off. It was very childish.
That's still funny.
I own it. I'm okay. I've never pretended that I don't have a childish streak.
That's part of the fun here, isn't it?
I told everybody earlier that I went to Marshall's today, Jack. And I forget what it was we saw. We saw something that it had some cartoon or something on it, and it was really cool looking. I'm like, oh, that's cool. And Lady Monkey goes, yeah. And she goes, I would have got it for you, but it's in junior size. And I was like, they're missing the mark out there. Look, manufacturers, listen to me. Grown men will buy underoos if you make them for us.
Yeah, we are large children.
Yeah. And I never pretend not to be. There's times where you have to be a grown-up, but in my day-to-day general life, can I be childish? Yeah, very. I would be wearing Spider-Man underoos right now if they made them in my size.
I'm not gonna lie, I would be too.
See?
Yeah, I loved underoos as a kid. You just run around in your underwear and t-shirt, and I'm a superhero.
I had my Batman underoos. That was my big Batman phase. So yeah,
I had Batman, Superman, and Spider-Man, and I think my sister had Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
I would have had Aquaman and Captain Marvel and all the others, the
Yeah.
entire DC lineup if I could have.
But we have to. They will put that stuff on like a T-shirt or something. But there's so many cool things that they make for kids where it's like, if that was in my size, I would own that.
Yeah.
Anyway, what are Underoos? Underoos were a brand line back in the day with featured
still make
superheroes and
them.
stuff. Do they still?
Yeah, they brought them back a few years back.
But what you would get is a pajama shirt and tidy whities, but they would usually be in whatever color the superhero wore. So like mine, this is from back in the day of the 60s Batman show. I didn't watch it live, guys. I watched it in reruns in the 80s.
Of course.
But mine it was the gray shirt with a light blue cape looking thing on the back and the Batman logo in the middle. And then some tidy whities, but they were gray with, I believe, a blue band. Yeah. So I had tidy grays. That doesn't flow off the tongue as well, does it?
No, it really doesn't.
Underwear cosplay. That's a great way to put it, Faithless. Absolutely. It was underwear cosplay for kids.
Yeah. And I'm looking at Amazon. They make DC Comics Shazam, which is Captain Marvel, Underoos for grown-ups.
What?
Yeah. So far I've only seen the Shazam one. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It looks like it's probably pretty expensive.
I don't wear tidy whities, but I would for grown-up underwear or for grown-up underoos. Anyway,
transfer this to my other browser to find the price because you have to add it to your cart.
Yeah, just for the record, my whole point there was I don't pretend to be grown up all the time, and I don't like people who do because I think they're liars or they're so uptight that somebody really needs to remove the stick from their ass.
Yeah.
Anyhow,
they're like $15 plus shipping.
That's not horrible.
No, I mean the size is small because this is the only one left. But if you can find them in your size, probably be like $20. It's a little out of my price range for a pair of underwear and a t-shirt, but
yeah,
I'm not above buying it out of a clearance section for like 10 or 15.
All right.
So everyone right now is up in arms thinking that Hasan shocked his dog.
You could see him reach over, hits the thing, the dog fucking yelps. Initially, even Hasan's community was starting to question, did he just shock Kaya? Did he just use a shock collar on stream?
I don't want to hear shit from Taylor about me using her video, by the by. I'm just saying that because she's using everybody else's videos here.
The poor little dog for getting up. And then he says, why'd you make me do that?
So what did he just do to that dog?
Today, I want to talk about something that's been all over my feed lately and has been driving me absolutely crazy.
Your real age? Oof. People are asking her for a birth certificate. Because this lady won't tell people how old she is. Clearly in her 40s at the very least.
Yeah. Hippie Gogic Monk said, Jack, a grown man looking up underoos, someone's going to end up on a list.
Fair, but what?
I'm not wrong. I didn't really think of that.
Taylor, if you're not at least in your 40s, if you're still in your 30s, you need to go yell at your parents for the bad genetics they gave you.
Yeah.
Because you look rode hard and put up wet, man. That's a horse term. I don't know if everybody knows that one.
It's a sexy term.
Talk about something that's
when you say rode hard and put up wet, it's not actually about sex. It's about horseback riding. I don't know why maybe it's because the horse on the screen made me go, I don't want anybody to think I'm talking about fucking horses.
Well, look, it does work well for women too. So,
all right.
Because you get to the finish
Been
line
all-
and you're like, all right, go take a nap.
Well, I'd heard that phrase growing up my whole life, and I didn't know what it meant until friends of ours got horses, and yeah, they actually get very wet after riding.
Yeah, it's called sweat.
Yeah, and you're not supposed to just do that to them. It's mean. Anyway,
Horseback riding.
over my feed lately and has been driving me absolutely crazy. For the past week, the internet has been dominated by the conspiracy theory that Twitch streamer Hasan Piker abused his dog using a shock collar during a Twitch live stream. There is
the conspiracy theory. The conspiracy theory.
Is she one of those people that thinks that the 2024 election was stolen by the Russians?
I'm not sure, but I do want to point out that she posted this just 2 days ago. So by this time, if you have a brain, you have to know this man shocked his dog. You can call it not abuse if you want to be a shitbag. I find it very abusive, but if you want to claim that using a shock collar is not abuse, fine. Nothing has reminded me of Tonka Saw like Collargate. In what way? I'm curious.
He is crashing out like Tonka did.
Hasan is acting 100% like Tonka did with the fight. Yeah, you're not wrong. In that, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I agree with that. Because he's just as big of a bitch as Tonka Saw was.
Monk let AP on. AP, you want to hang out? AP is always, all he has to do is be like, Frank, let me on. Oh, by the way, my name's Frank, AP. Say Monk. I answered to that too. But if you want to, let me know. I'll track down your email and toss you the link. We haven't got to talk. Sure. We haven't got to talk in a long time.
Yeah, well, he's busy with his grown-up show.
You know what?
In Cincinnati, I'm too lazy and old to fight, dude. And I think you're too old too.
Shit, what the hell is your email address? Just give me the first couple letters.
Fight me in Cincinnati. Dude, we'd end up going out and getting a drink and pizza and then mocking retards. It'd be a good time.
Tonka was kind of insane. I just want to point out I was calling him an asshole before anyone.
Yeah, we got a lot of hate over our response to Tonka Saw.
Oh, yeah. Just another time you should listen to Monkey.
Yeah, I got called a motherfucker in their stream. Listen, motherfucker, because the whole no bullshit thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's when that one little whiny bitch, I forget his name now. He had the guitar on the back wall. You guys had him on Lords of the Night a few times.
Oh yeah, I know no bullshit is, yeah.
No, not no bullshit. The kid that made called me a motherfucker.
Oh.
He was some Californian bitch. He always had his guitar out. I forget his name.
Oh, fuck. I can see his face. Oh, God.
Yeah, he had a really weird username.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. I can't remember his name, but I know you're talking about. Yeah. I mean, Tonka Saw was not a bad guy. Tonka Saw was a blowhard dickhead.
No, not a Kujin, not Devin Tracy. He was way douchier and more of a pussy looking than either of them. He had like an emo hairdo.
Shoulder length black hair that he kept usually swooshed over to one side.
Yeah.
Real
effeminate looking.
Scribbles is actually the one who first brought him onto the show and everything. And then I eventually made a response video to him because he made a video about how the right was becoming SJWs. And he wasn't necessarily wrong, but his examples of it and everything were completely wrong.
Yeah.
It wasn't, this is going to confuse people, but he had a name that was something similar to like Rage Against the Machine kind of thing, but not that. When Jack said a weird name, that's what it like. Shrouded in Light or some stupid fucking shit like that. And this is coming from a guy whose name is Ranting Monkey.
Yeah, well, he had one of those like pretentious names that like a philosophy major would come up with.
Fuck, what was his? It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't
It's
think of it.
bothering me because I can see him and I can't think of the name, and I should be able to remember this because I used to rag on that dude in chat constantly.
He always used to talk like this, and he would say his words like, "This is the way that normal people speak." And
he thought
always,
it was like he thought he was a beatnik or something. Like, this is the way smart people talk. No,
it's
it
not
wasn't
Kraut or Jeff. No. Hey,
no,
AP.
Jeff Holiday.
How's it going?
Hey, AP, how you doing?
Who in the chat said Tonkasaw was a good guy? I have some information you might not have. I think maybe this is one of those things where you hear about this guy named Hitler and you're like, yeah, and you're like, you got the trains to run on time, and a lot of people said a lot of stuff that was maybe a little over the top about him, and you're like, maybe he's not that a bad guy. No, but I have the other side of that Hitler story for you if you'd like to know what a bad guy he was.
Yeah.
Hi, I think I'm real.
Well, hi, I think I'm real. Yes.
That's that douchebag's name. I fucking hate that kid. Sorry, AP. I just remembered something.
It was Tim who said that, and he says Tonka was always good to me, so that's what matters to me. I agree, he sucked. Well, I mean that's similar to how I think of Rekieta. Before Rekieta's crash, Nick was always really nice to me. He used to send his audience on Twitch over to watch me. He came on the show once, didn't have to, and this is before he starts his drug problem. But I wouldn't say Nick is a good guy with everything that has happened since he was nice to me. See what I mean? I get what you're saying.
I went on Aaron Emholt's show one time, man, and then I found out that he was just a complete sociopathic, pathological douchebag. And I get where you're coming from. Hey, man, that person ain't fucked with me. I'm like that with Mersh, where I'm like, people talk all kinds of shit, and I'm like, I met the guy, and he was totally cool. Same thing with Cog, and that's something all my friends hate. I'm like that with Cog. I'm like, when I met him, he was totally cool. Maybe he's not the same guy on the internet that he is in real life. I mean, I'm not telling you to hate.
Well, yeah,
I'm sure he said some fucked up shit on the internet, but when I hung out with him for a couple hours, he was cool.
When it comes to Cog has always been nice to me. We've always gotten along very well. But I can see why people don't like Cog.
I can absolutely understand with the business he's in, why he's made a bunch of enemies. But
he's more directly involved in like getting involved in the drama stuff. You know, he puts himself in there, and that tends to be a little bit more of a target on your back. So I get it. I don't have an opinion in one way or another on Cog.
I mean, the Tonka shit's almost 10 years old, so I hate to talk about it because it sounds like nothing has happened in our lives since then. But just so you know, Tim, and I understand where you're coming from, I really do. This guy has 4 sons that he absolutely just abandoned that have now come on the internet to be like, oh, yeah, I don't like the way he treated my mom, the way he treated my grandma. He lives off his grandma. He put everything in his mom's name when he was on the Kumite, because if he would have put it in his name, they would have garnished it for his $38,000 in back child support. Just so you know that he was running around calling me a deadbeat dad because I worked on that show 5 days a fucking week, and he paid me $500 once, and he calls that paying my child support.
Wow.
When in reality, that was all projection of a psychopath, or excuse me, a sociopath, because he had 4 sons that he goes out of his way to not talk to, nothing to fucking do with.
That's disgusting.
It is kind of amazing to me that when we see this with these people who blow up, and Hasan has just been able to last a little bit longer than most, where they blow up real big, and then it's their own personal flaws that they have projected onto everyone else. Me and
Tonka, the most
Tonka
virtuous ones, man.
Yeah, me and Tonka got into it because I called him a drama queen. And his bitch ass is like, oh, you pretend you don't like drama. I am one of the few people from the beginning of my internet career has been like, all you people who say you don't like drama are lying bitches. I love drama. I fucking love it. It makes me
you love
happy.
Drama more than most.
Yeah. And this little bitch is like, oh, you're just trying to be virtuous and you don't like the kind of stuff we do. No, but it didn't make you not a drama queen. And he lost his shit over that. And that's the moment that I noticed this dude's unhinged.
Yeah, he was everything. If you've ever met anyone when you were young a kid who just lied about everything. I think we all knew one like that. That's who that was. Like, it was just a guy And I'm starting to think Hasan's like that. That's why it reminded me of Tonka. It was one of those things like, we're all watching this right in front of our own eyes, and you're turning around saying, that didn't happen. The dog didn't even have that collar on. I don't know what you're talking about. You got Sasha Grey coming out here, international anal gangbang queen, coming out here being like, you can't even take prongs out of a shock collar. I'm like, you literally unscrew them.
Yeah.
You literally unscrew them out of the collar, you idiot.
I think if anybody knew what a shock collar looked like, it would be somebody like Sasha Grey.
No shit.
She's like, you can use those on dogs?
Anonymous. Anonymous, thank you. Got a TENS machine because you recommended it last stream or so. Anyway, got kind of drunk and spent several hours shocking myself in silly places. Wife refused the same. Him, why? Yeah, look, I did not recommend using a TENS machine while drunk. I want that noted for the record.
Or on your penis.
Or on your penis?
Yeah, or on your genitals or any sensitive areas. It's for your muscles, dude.
To be fair, Monkey didn't say not to do that.
I didn't. You're right, but I do have a video telling you not to stick your dick in a toaster.
That's true.
I mean, Anon passed the bro test. You know, you got something new. Did you stick your dick in it? All right. Now you can learn how to actually use it.
It is so weird that humanity, that is a real thing. We discover something and somebody sticks their dick in it.
Yes, that's why AI is going to destroy us. The first thing we did with machines was like, can we make a pussy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the downside of men being the ones who invent everything.
We still can't really replace an amputated limb and make it work. But we have perfect soft silicone molds of your favorite porn star's vagina, self-lubricating. And that's humanity in a nutshell.
Isn't technology grand?
That's why aliens haven't talked to us. They're like, they're gonna rape us all.
They're gonna try to fuck us. All right. So AP, I'm not sure how much of the show you've seen. We went over Hasan's meltdown, and now we're on to his favorite old lady who really wants to bang him.
Taylor Lorenz?
Yes. See, she made a video defending him 2 days ago. And as far as we've got in this video is her calling the whole thing a conspiracy theory.
I find it very nice that the nursing home staff is so good to her.
Right?
If I was Hasan, and I don't use shock collars, but if I was Hasan, I would have used the vibrate function excuse, but just been like, but immediately. You don't just like go, oh, Kaya, and then go back to it. Be like, by the way, guys, that's a vibrate collar. She just jumps like that when I hit vibrate.
Yeah.
It would immediately, but that's one of the many ways he was lying, is he did it, and then he realized he was on camera, and that probably looked really bad, and so he jumped right back to what he was doing. And like, we've all done that with a sound, maybe, but
it really is amazing how many videos have come up of him with that or with the receiver part of it, or the transmitter part of it,
walking around with it, putting it in and out of his bag at the basketball
hiding
court.
He knows he shouldn't have it, so he turns himself so you can't see what he's doing with it.
He turns the camera. He's like, "Hey, man, watch the game. Don't watch me."
There's the one that's taken from above where they're like setting up the tree in his house, and he realizes it's in view, and so he just kind of slides it out.
Yeah,
it's all a conspiracy theory, Taylor.
He is such a piece of shit.
You guys just hate him because he's on the left.
That is the last refuge of everybody that I see in the political sphere of the internet getting fucked over because of their own behavior. And that includes Aaron Imholt now, the steel toe guy. He's saying that now. When he first got 8 days in jail instead of a year, he's like, I think the judges are some of the best people. Just praising, singing. He was so grateful to not be in jail that day. He was singing the praises of the judge. Then they didn't give him weekends, and they're making him sit it out in a jail where you can order movies to your cell.
Nice.
He has a TV in his cell, and like a plane, you can use $1 for $1.99. You can buy movies on that motherfucker. That's jail where he's at, and he wanted weekends instead of just 8 days. And when the judge denied him after all the shit that, I don't know if you watched that shit, but after all the violations and whatever, he's like, I think it's because of the political leanings of the judge and my history as a broadcaster here in St. Cloud. I'm like,
so he literally took the Nick defense?
Yes.
Oh my God.
This is all political.
It's all about me.
Yeah, you know who I heard that from too? John Lee Baird when he got busted. Like it was political. That's why they did what they did to me. I was totally innocent. The child molesting teacher that used to hang out in this crowd. I heard that from Unknown Archive when it came out with what he was guilty of in his youth, a sex offense on an underage girl. His situation wasn't like John Lee Baird. His situation was like a 22-year-old and a 16-year-old, which is still fucked up. But not as fucked up as a 35-year-old teacher and a fucking 14-year-old. I mean, just on the sliding scale of fucked up, way more fucked up.
Yeah, the one's a little less fucked up than the other. For those who don't remember, I'm sure the name Aaron Imhoff is resonating. He was the husband of the whore Nick Rekieta was banging. And there's a whole bunch of more lore that goes with that we're not getting into tonight. But
no, but the end result is he also hid in that politics.
Yeah. All right, take it away, Taylor.
To be clear, zero evidence that his dog Kaya was even wearing a shock collar during that live stream. Kaya,
except for if you ignore all of the evidence of it and just call it a conspiracy theory, then yes, you are right. There is no evidence of it.
I mean, except for the fucking high definition video. But okay.
There's no evidence.
is pictured wearing a canvas collar with a little air tag.
Okay, wait. This is, it's hard to see because this is
shock collar during that live stream. Kaya is pictured wearing a canvas collar.
There. Okay, she's wearing a canvas collar. Do y'all see the indentation on her fur up here?
Yeah, it's a big rectangle. It's a big box.
Yeah, it's just a canvas collar. There's no evidence she was wearing a shock collar.
Hey, Taylor, all shock collars are attached to those little fabric collars that you can extend or tighten.
I love that it's a canvas collar. Lots of collars, shock collars are canvas.
All dog collars are made of that fucking material I've ever seen. Except for like pinch collars.
They make leather ones, which I'm sure Taylor has a few of.
Yeah, but again, much like with the shock collar and Sasha Grey, she's like, you can use these on dogs?
Right, yeah.
With a little air tag holder in it in the original clip, where she yelped once after seemingly catching her nail on.
Wait. We actually get a pretty decent view of it.
The little air tag holder in it in the original clip.
Wait.
Where she yelped once.
Right there.
Yes.
Notice how far apart her fur is at the top of this thing for this canvas collar with just an air tag. The air tag is the same size as a normal canvas collar.
I mean, people literally zoomed in on it and found it on Amazon.
Yeah,
this isn't even a question. If it was a Republican that did this and Hasan commentating, it wouldn't even be a question that was a shock collar.
Yeah,
you evil bastard.
Ethan Klein, Taylor would have a video out about how Ethan Klein shocked his dog.
I'm surprised he hasn't come out and said this was all like an IDF conspiracy against him.
It's a Jewish dog. Right,
he's gotten close. He's called it a far right conspiracy. Yeah, he hasn't specifically Jew blamed yet.
So just out of curiosity, Hasan, right? So Jews are far right, but also Nazis are far right.
Yep.
It seems kind of cannibalistic, but okay.
No, it's the whole horseshoe thing, I assume.
No, but that's still one side of the horseshoe, though.
Oh,
I mean, he would be the other side of the horseshoe next to the Nazis.
I don't know, man. I've stopped trying to figure out the way Hasan thinks.
This whole thing's been so ridiculous, bros.
BV says, I was the Mossad agent who signed off on this mission. Remember, Kaya doesn't even exist. This is all AI.
I bet it was Mersh.
It probably was.
It was Mersh. So to promote cats, because this would have never happened if you had a cat, Hasan.
After seemingly catching her nail on the dog bed. This led to a bunch of...
After seemingly... Okay, people have zoomed in on this too. Her paws are nowhere she could have caught her dew claw.
I'm just amazed I've heard the word dew claw so many times in the last...
I know. I'm surprised Hasan knew what a dew claw was.
I just call it that thing on the back of her leg.
This is flat. It's not like this is, torn up wood that she could have caught it on a splinter or anything. It is flat I don't know. I was going to say wood, but it's like high tech material, basically making his dog sleep on hard shit.
Ever heard of a pillow?
No, I was telling Lady Monkey about this when we were in the store today, and I mentioned what his dog laid on. She goes, "It's not even cushioned." Like, yeah, because that. No, he has him laying on a plank of fucking wood.
That's like the mat you would put inside of a kennel.
It looks like the canvas that you use for like a military cot stretched out over wood.
I don't get people like this who are like, I want a military trained dog, or like snap and just sit and stay here for 4 fucking hours. I guess that's cool, but I mean, you're just ruining an animal's life. We could also be happy.
Yeah.
They don't want a dog; they want a prop.
Yeah, you could just train it not to shit inside, and it'll take care of itself.
Well, I pointed this out earlier because we watched the clip where he shows the collar. He calls Kaya over off of that thing to take that collar off of her the very next day. And they're like, but that's not what she was wearing the day before. Yeah, because that'd be fucking unthinkable. I do not understand how you can be this goddamn dumb. How you can have this little self-awareness of making yourself look stupid. I get it. I get
a
it.
very deluded narcissist.
You want to rub on his sweaty chest hair, Taylor, but goddamn, lady. That is still one of the funniest things I've ever read. Have you seen that, AP, the GQ article about Hasan?
No.
They literally describe the sweat glistening off of his chest hair.
That's like asking me if I've ever seen the fold-out spread inside of a Playgirl magazine. Like, I've never even opened a Playgirl.
I don't read GQ, but when that article popped up, I laughed. Hasan was mad about it because they didn't take me seriously.
Yeah, okay.
Nobody
Hasan, call your fucking uncle about it, you piece of shit, and have him do a hit piece on Asmongold. I don't even know who Ass Man is. I'm like, really? You don't know who your nephew's biggest fucking detractor is, who makes fun of him daily, and now that your nephew is fucked up and is getting his shit kicked in, like you're just now, Chink, out of the blue, can be like, this Ass Man guy wants to kill protesters.
I can kind of see. I talked about this, I think, yesterday. I can partially believe that Cenk hasn't heard of Asmongold. Partially because Anna has been keeping Cenk away from Hasan lately. She's very offended at how Hasan has not just fallen in line with Cenk. So there's part of me that believes he's not paying enough or much attention to that side of things. But I also know that Cenk is a goddamn liar. So, I'm on the fence on that one. I'm Phil DeFrancoing that one.
If he hadn't, I would agree with you. If he hadn't known Hasan's very specific, shitty name for Asmongold, like he knows the nickname the internet gave to him, so he's definitely at least been on Reddit. You know what I mean?
Fair enough. Fair.
The Young Turks, I do have a certain amount of respect for Anna and Cenk.
A little bit, yeah. I'm with you on that.
It was an edited clip of Asmongold they were using, and I know for a fact that the Young Turks know what an edited clip looks like.
Oh, sure.
So for them just to let that slide without looking into what was in that giant chunk that was taken out, yeah, I'm like, you're just giving your nephew a hand out here, man.
I still have not seen the clip. I've been told about it and stuff, but I haven't watched the TYT clip.
It's not really worth watching, to be honest with you. He's just going on this. I don't know who this As Man guy is, but he wants to kill protesters, and that's wrong. And I'm like, he said he was very specific to the ones that were like threatening his family.
Lieber says, wait, Cenk knew Destiny, not Asmongold. That's not as unbelievable as you might think. Destiny 1 has been on stream with Anna before.
Yeah, they were on
Piers
Morgan, yeah.
Destiny is far more political than Asmongold is. Asmon's toe dipping into politics is only like a year old.
Yeah, he was a WoW streamer.
Yeah, he's a game streamer, not political until recently. Anyway,
helped after seemingly catching her nail on the dog bed. This led to a bunch of internet pilled psychos crawling through hours and hours.
What the fuck is internet pilled?
What? That's a pill?
Internet pilled psychos. She really wants to be cool.
It's like when an old person hears a term and they try and adapt it. Like, you kids got the jizz, Grandpa. That's Riz. You
I'm
got
just
the
going to call it
jizz.
now and say that Taylor was really fat in high school.
Well, I mean, it was the 60s.
It's kind of cool being in your 40s and being yelled at other adults like, "Hey, man, you're fucking old,
right?
Stop." Internet pilled people.
Internet pilled. We occasionally, ironically, use the phrases that kids say these days, but we acknowledge that we're weird doing it.
Yeah, I'm making fun of it when I talk about rizzing up a bitch.
Right?
Also, if the internet was a pill, it'd be a suppository.
I think he sounds like William Butcher trying to explain the red and blue pill in The Boys. Like, so you take the blue pill. What was it the red pill? Oh, the point is don't be a cunt.
Which one's the Dayquil? No, you don't understand. That's not what I'm talking about.
That would be the green pill.
And hours of footage claiming that Piker secretly abuses his dog. They're evidence.
It's not secret. He did it right in front of us.
Well, let me see
hours and hours of footage claiming that Piker secretly abused.
Part of her thing of hours of footage that he was secretly doing is an actual meme where somebody put the shock image over Kaya.
Yeah.
This in the center of the screen. Look, this is the footage they found.
They memed this motherfucker. It's a crime.
Oh, the memes have been really fucking funny.
The video of Hasan on the pad while the dog is in front of the camera is my favorite.
Uses his dog. Their evidence of this is not even the footage where Kaya yelps. It's that in totally.
That's part of the footage that they use. It's why we're all talking about it, you retard. It's not even that footage. Well, they're getting supporting material. You're supposedly a journalist. You work for the New York Times and the Washington Post. And suddenly extra proof of something is just, it's not even the thing you're talking about.
Monkey, it's lawyer talk. This is all lawyer talk. See, the thing is, there's a difference between the truth and arguing, because you can win an argument and be completely full of shit. What Hasan and Taylor here want to do is pull this into the realm of argument. Like, if you really get down to the most extreme level of the issue, even if I did, like, all that bullshit.
Sure.
If you were telling the truth, you'd be like, Kaya, come here. See, she's not wearing a shock collar.
Right.
Okay, go sit down. That's how you handle the truth. You don't handle it through all this lawyer arguing, and I'm going to write multiple articles trying to. No, this motherfucker was lying. He got caught lying. He told a lie out of panic, and now he's locked into it because he's too narcissistic to be like, yeah, in the moment I lied because I was fucking scared. You motherfuckers were turning on me. So
even in this clip, because she just told us that they're not even using the original video, and then she puts up this piece from a Hollywood Reporter article that says. She highlights only part of it, but the full thing says, however, critics have remained skeptical, zooming in on footage of what they consider a telltale green blinking light characteristic of a shot collar. That's where she stops quoting it or stops highlighting. And then it says, and circulated old video clips. So the part she highlights is from the actual video that she says people aren't even paying attention to.
Yeah, that. I did see this yesterday in Hollywood Reporter. Hasan Piker shares while he'll never take his political commentary show to a legacy network. Yeah, I'm sure these motherfuckers are all in cahoots. They put a video of this guy out yesterday, and they're also writing articles defending him and shit. Get out of here.
Well, this has been because his PR campaign. He's got a concerted PR campaign to get him into legacy media right now. He has talked several times about how legacy media takes him more seriously than the internet does. Like, yeah, because the internet pays more attention to you, shithead.
Really? Because I got this video right here from one day ago that says he says he'll never take his political commentary show to a legacy media station.
And that is a thing that has come up since he started getting pushback after, because the pushback against Hasan doesn't start with the dog. There was a New York Times podcast that they do that Hasan went on maybe 3 weeks ago now. And it's the New York Times. So he's expecting, the normal ball tickling. And this lefty on there just tears into him, makes him look like a complete ass. And it's around this time that Hasan's like, yeah, fuck the legacy media. He kind of did it with the GQ article I mentioned, because he wants to be taken seriously as a serious commentator, and nobody takes him seriously.
Well, bro, you're on Twitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he was desperate. He was shooting his shot, and he's just shot himself in the foot instead, which is funny.
I believe he zapped himself in the foot, Monkey.
Yes.
I think he sat on his remote
different.
Did you guys see the video of the guys from the FaZe house testing a shot collar?
No.
The guys from the video with Cutie Cinderella where she, accidentally tells the truth. Those guys decided to get a shot collar, and one of them put it on his neck. Do not test a shot collar on your own neck. Are you fucking retarded?
You're about 22 or about 20 years too late on that one for me. But
I know. Don't test it on your arm. Trust me. But yeah, that they had it on like minimal settings, and this dude's like, "Fuck, don't do that again."
They hurt.
They're not fun.
They tag you. Yeah.
Yeah, you're basically putting a taser on your own neck. So.
Yep. And they didn't even turn it up all the way. I think they said they had it at like 50 out of a 99 setting. Why do you have a 99 setting on a shot collar for a dog? Are you trying to kill it?
No, we almost made this dude Freddie piss his pants in his parents' house, dude. Like those things will really fucking tase you.
Yeah, it's not a pleasant experience.
Don't panic when trying to take it off. It only makes it harder, and we're just gonna keep hitting the button.
True. Try take a deep breath.
Okay. Let me give another disclaimer here. If you're going to shock yourself with a shock, don't let your friends have the remote.
He didn't shock himself, dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Do not let your friends have the remote.
Don't be the first guy to fall asleep when you're like 21 years old, dude. At your friend's house.
Real quick.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Cougar Knife. I'm normally not a fan of this stuff, but this guy has bought his way to manipulate children. Yeah, yep. He does. He supports animal abuse and terrorism for money. Go ahead and remind him live who he is. He will crash out nonstop until he destroys himself. Absolutely, and I'm all for it because he is such a garbage person. I think Hasan is actually evil.
I want to see Hasan at the Tech Review USA level. That's where I want him to be.
I want to see America be smart enough to see a sitting senator with an American flag with a swastika on it, just displayed in a building where a bunch of black people and Jewish people work, and go, I bet that was planted there by somebody. I'm pretty sure I'm sure somebody would have seen that before. I want America to be that smart.
But they're not, unfortunately.
They're like, we're living on Earth X, dude. It's just like Peacemaker. God damn it.
How many this has 208,000 views. That saddens me. All right.
Clips where she doesn't even appear to be in distress at all. She's wearing a collar with a small green light on it. Piker showed this collar on stream. It's an electronic vibration collar with zero shock capabilities. Attempting to debunk this.
I haven't watched this full thing, but I love it. He showed the collar on screen. She doesn't show him showing the collar where he's clearly trying to manipulate it so you can't see the whole thing.
Yeah, with the tape over it.
Yeah. She has an excuse for the tape, by the way. I have seen that part of this.
Oh, is it to keep the hair from pulling? That would be my excuse.
No, it's even dumber than that.
What's that?
Okay, I'll just ruin it for you. She says he put the tape on it to hide his phone number, which he had written in Sharpie on the back of it.
Okay, well, see, here's a couple things, Taylor. One, the shot collar's black, so unless he wrote it in like whiteout or something, that probably wouldn't have been the most effective way. Most people would, put a tag around the dog's neck, not put it on the back of the fucking shot collar, because not everyone's going to take off your dog's fucking collar. They're really going to look for a tag. You stupid piece of shit idiot. More importantly, the remote that Hasan is holding is black.
Yeah.
The remote she held is red. The red one is a vibration only model. The black one is the shock collar model. They have similar. You can find this on Amazon, Taylor. I mean, you're an investigative reporter. I figured maybe you would do the same investigating fucking Bering did, but whatever.
The whole notion that, okay, you find a dog, are you going to be like, I bet the phone number for the owner's on the back side of the shock collar?
No, Hasan's more worried, and the dog doesn't have tags on it. He's more worried about losing his fucking $60 shock collar and getting it back than he is about his dog.
Oh,
yeah, and can we just admit that the dog is probably microchipped? Why would you need his phone number on the tag unless he's worried about the collar?
I mean, I have my phone number on my dog's vest, but it's written on a little thing that's inside her vest under a laminated. And then she's got her tags, those little clangy tags that she gets from the vet. I didn't write on the back of it where no one's ever gonna see it. Hey, if you find this dog, you might as well put a fucking treasure map back there.
Right? Like, come rob my house because I'm irresponsible.
Draw a treasure map on the back of the motherfucker. Make them work. Don't just put your phone number. Send them on an adventure. Wait a minute.
Right?
There's a map on the back of this.
I'm pouring a drink, not peeing, guys. I promise.
It's like geocaching, right?
My favorite part of this excuse is one I haven't even seen Hasan make.
They're just scrambling. This is why it reminded me of Tonka Saw, was to watch the people scramble when I'm like, you know what the truth is that he's hiding. He got doxxed and he doesn't want to go out there because he's afraid his ex-wife is going to find out that he's making all this fucking money, or his ex-bitch is going to find out and she's going to come after him in court. And he never intended on doing this fight. And that was just the truth. But here's everybody coming out with all these different fucking theories and stories and conspiracy shits. I'm like, but we know the truth.
Yeah, and we see this with the Sasha clip. We see it with the Denims clip where it's like, you can't even remove those things. Meanwhile, even before either of those two retards said that, Cutie Cinderella, who has no reason to try to take out Hasan, told us that's exactly what it was.
Yeah, well, she's just dumb and did think before she spoke. But all these orbiters, that it's a symbiotic relationship. Like I said yesterday, all these people mooch off of Hasan's audience. They're trying to become him, so they have a vested interest in defending him because they don't think they can survive on their own, and he uses them as a shield, much like a terrorist would with a Gazan child.
Fair. All right. What else you got for us, Taylor?
Conspiracy that Hasan abuses his dog, however, has become largely impossible. First of all, you can't prove a negative, which everyone pushing this crazy conspiracy theory.
The fuck does that? Nobody's trying to prove a negative. They're proving a positive.
Do you know what proving a negative means? Like
She's
what?
not smart.
We're not trying to prove he didn't abuse his dog.
No, see, he did abuse his dog. Therefore, you're trying to prove that he did abuse his dog. You monsters.
I guess that is. I mean, yeah, we saw him abuse his dog and we accused him. So, but a positive doesn't equal a negative.
Yeah, look, Hot Flash is really having a hard time focusing right now.
Wonky eyes right in front of you. All right.
Y'all are so mean to her. She's my queen, y'all.
Good. I want to see her in a fight with fucking what's her name? Laura Loomer. I want to see her versus Laura Loomer mud wrestling.
I don't want to see it. I do. Okay, look, I hear what you're saying, but I don't want to see Taylor Lorenz get beat up by a guy.
You know how mean that fight would get?
Well, yeah, one of them has a penis, and they're much stronger than the other one.
I want to see the Michelin Man fight Laura Loomer.
I think the only time trans sports should be allowed is combat sports, because I would actually pay to watch men beat women every Saturday night on pay-per-view.
Well, I mean, you already know who wins, so
true.
I'm not everyone can relate to that, but I've been divorced, so I would definitely, and you can't bet on it though. Like, that'd be really ridiculous bets. But one day when a bitch wins that shit, someone's getting rich.
Yeah, somebody's gonna get paid.
Can you imagine the odds after 6 years of losses on the female team that one win pops up?
All right.
By the way, actually knows. It would be like asking me to prove that I've never punched someone. Again, you can't prove a negative.
Now I think she punched someone.
Right?
I can prove that you shocked a dog if there's video of it.
Right.
This is really pathetic lawyer arguing.
It's not even lawyer arguing because lawyers still have to be within the realm of possibility.
No, this is some Dungeons and Dragons rules lawyering cope when your character dies. Like, well, you can't do that because I should get a saving throw roll because I have a wand of nullification that gives me a +2.
I want you to know, Taylor, that your credibility is fucked. It's not a matter of, okay, well, I was just trying to help my friend. Because when you say that, we're going to realize we can never, people realize they can't trust you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't understand why this woman has any credibility anyway. She basically becomes a internet name because of the crying video on MSNBC.
Yeah, that and Gamergate shit. I think
She does this video or on there. MSNBC has on women who've been harassed on the internet, and she goes on there and she cries. She doesn't actually cry. She fake cries. There's no tears, and it becomes a huge meme on the internet. And then she blames MSNBC for putting her in a bad light. Seriously, she came out and attacked the reporter for what she did.
That is what narcissists do. They're never wrong, bro. And I hate to sound like a woman, like, you're a narcissist. It's very rare I actually call people that, but when I do, I fucking mean it. You've displayed some serious narcissistic behavior. Like, are you hearing yourself right now? And if it's habitual over years, then I'll finally say the word. Because I hate it when women do that. Narcissist, gaslighting, those, like, you should be required to watch the 1940 film Gaslight before you say that fucking word, or it's 1 day in jail.
I agree.
Yeah, we've had the narcissist talk on here because that is the woman's go-to thing for any guy who's ever wronged her for anything. He could be walking down the street, accidentally bump into her. She's like, I saw the biggest narcissist today.
He didn't care.
He bumped into me, and then he said, I'm so sorry, miss. Are you okay? And can you believe the self-entitledness of this guy?
And his assuming my gender.
Yeah, I'm with you on the whole use of narcissist. God damn.
I was hanging out with some liberal friends last week, and I dropped a meme on them they hadn't heard before. And like everyone, I've one like in the room. There's like one kind of normal liberal, like Bill Maher liberal, who me and him are like. Most of the time, we can be like, yeah, we can get on. We can kind of come to some common ground. And then two women who just are off the fucking charts. And one of them used the word mansplaining, and I felt so great to be from the internet and go, did you know mansplaining means man explaining? And she had never seen that. She'd never heard the meme. She was not amused. She didn't get mad. She did not find humor in the joke the rest of us were laughing at.
Look, I'm still married, so I definitely understand where I say something funny and a woman just kind of looks at me like, really?
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. It was like, really? I'm trying to talk about something serious here. And I'm like, no, you're not. You're Aaron, you're really not.
Yeah. Real quick, thank you, Travis Gardner. Taylor Lorenz was just upset Hasan doesn't have her in a shot collar in a bed in his room. I think she's probably into some freakier stuff, but you're not wrong.
I just put a bell on leave. It's fine.
There you go.
Sneaks up on you.
Yeah.
The day this all blew up, there was a meme that went around of a AI image of Taylor sitting like a dog with the collar on. Yeah.
After Hasan revealed the vibration collar on stream, bad actors attempted to leverage the fact that he put a small piece of tape on the back to conceal his phone number, which is like written in Sharpie on the back of the little
There's two reasons that the tape is important. One is it covers the prong. Two, the part that would be covered there, there's so little room that you could have written because that is where the serial number for the kind of collar is. And you can tell the difference between the two because I think it's the shot collar goes from like north to south and the other one goes east to west. The vibrating only one is in a different orientation than the shot collar.
Well, the vibrating only one doesn't have the metal prongs on the back or the ports for them.
So the covering of it, there's two things it did, and neither of them is covering his phone number, you silly bitch. Again, Hasan hasn't even made this argument.
This is like people who house train their dogs with shock collars, man.
I'm not against the use of shock collars in every situation. Bearing situations.
No,
probably,
they have bearing snake situation.
Yes.
I had a buddy who had a dog who just got uncontrollably aggressive, and he didn't want to take it to a shelter or get rid of it. It was a rescue, and a couple of times, like, with just like, okay, he sat the fuck down. But these are last resorts. It was either that or kill this bitey aggressive fucking dog.
Yeah, that's for emergency situations like that pit bull's attacking a child kind of thing, not the dog stepped off its bed.
Yeah, this was a dog who would attack people. He would try to have goes at people. He would get so territorial that it would be, I mean, you'd think he was about to come at you. It was bad. He was an aggressive fucking abused dog, and my buddy was trying to rehabilitate. That's what he did. He rescued and rehabilitated hurt and fucked up dogs. This one was getting to be too much, so you had to pull the shocker out.
But doing it because the dog wants to turn around.
Yeah, no. These are methods to save the dog's life. Bearing's uncle, like keeping it away from snakes, or
ground snakes, which a bite from it would kill it not instantly, within a couple of minutes.
Or like the rancher I'm talking about, that like it was like, okay, he either learns to stop attacking, or he's gonna have to go to a shelter, and it'll probably be a kill shelter at his age. So we're trying to avoid that.
Yeah.
Vibration box as evidence that he somehow secretly modified and soldered down shock collar prongs. Something that
secretly modified a shock. It's once again, look up these dog collars. It will tell you in the description of it that the prongs are removable.
Yeah, it's just little holes on the back now. That's why he put a piece of tape over it.
It would basically be like impossible to do, like impossible. I'll pause.
Okay, let these two idiots, well, three idiots, because Denham's is in there too. With you couldn't remove the prongs. What they're talking about is when you first pull off the shock part of it, there's still two little prongs that stick up, which are also removable. But her nonsense, it's basically impossible to cut those off in any way.
She's either going to... Oh, God,
I can do it with a grinder.
I don't even need a grinder. A pair, you can unscrew them. You just pull them right out.
I'm going with the notion that you can unscrew them. So for argument's sake, let's say you can unscrew them. And they're like, it's impossible to get rid of. It's not. There are about 100 different tools you could remove that with if they were a permanent part of the collar.
Dude, do you honestly believe Taylor Lorenz, Denims, or Hasan have ever picked up a tool?
No, and I think that's going to be her excuse after all this is over. She's going to go, I'm not a shock collar expert. I've never put one on my dog. I was going with what my friend told me. And apparently he got scared and he lied. And I'm like, she's going to hope people don't go back and watch how fucking certain she is. This smug attitude, like, I'll just tell you. I'm just going to tell you a lie and you're going to believe it. This is why I say sometimes, like, I question how some women can just lie without any conscience about it. Like, you're not even worried this is going to come back and bite you in the ass. Not even in a very selfish way. You're really convinced, like, people listen to me no matter what I say.
There was a video done about her years ago. This video is like 5 or 6 years old now. That's how long she's been a shithead on the internet. Fuck, I can't find it. I don't remember the name of it.
I've been around. I've been around for a while. I know of Taylor Lorenz, dude.
I was going to share it for the audience. It goes over how shitty her reporting is. And this is back when she worked for the New York Times. It is astonishing that this woman still exists as a influencer in any way. This is a woman who has sued both the New York Times. I think she sued the Washington Post. And they were getting rid of her because they're like, this bitch is a lawsuit waiting to happen. She is a horrible, horrible person. Shocking she wants to hump Hasan.
Wow.
It's here to say that I've met.
Look, in the background, you can see books she's seen before.
Is Eat, Pray, Love on the shelf?
Probably.
Man, I hate to admit, I got a couple books on my shelf that just look cool, dude. Like,
that's fine as long as you read some books.
I've
I
read
do
most
not believe
of
this
them.
woman has ever read anything.
I have this like thing. I have like the book of interesting technology, how things work, the book of unusual knowledge. I haven't even cracked those motherfuckers, man. I don't even look at them. They're gifts that are just ornamental.
Well, see, that's different too. That if it's a gift rather than I bought this to make myself look like I'm smart.
Oh, I mean, that's why I put it on the shelf, dude. I mean, that's why I didn't just put it in the garage in a box.
You're not helping my case here.
Okay, yeah, sorry. Just admitting I'm an asshole. I'm just,
that's fair. You know what?
Right
That's
up front.
fair. That's
You
fair.
coming to my house? Oh, do you read this much? No, not at all.
You know what I've never seen? Those books on your streams.
No, because someone might ask, what's in them? I don't know.
Right? I don't fucking know.
Words, duh.
I have never.
You will notice that when you see people who put their books like this behind them, those books are in pristine condition.
Oh yeah, look how nice they are.
Yeah, none of them
never
have
sat
like
next to a toilet.
cracks in the spine or anything. Nah, these books ain't even been cracked. Fuck you.
Yeah, it's
The
because
residual
books like
TT
Kaya,
stains.
they're props.
Right? look how pristine Kaya is.
Right.
Never even petted.
Ever seen her in a shock collar. I've spoken to people who've
Oh, we kind of cut over that. This is one of their defenses. I've never seen him abuse the dog. I've never seen Harvey Weinstein rape anybody, but I'm fairly certain he did.
Yeah, it's
Oh, you
like
can't prove a negative, monkey.
It's almost like people who do bad shit don't want other people to see it.
weird.
I would have just defended using the shock collar turned down on low to train the dog, but you can't.
Yeah.
Like, you can't because he's
Well-
like, people are going to be like, well, even if you're training the dog, it's been sitting there for 4 fucking hours and it can't get up and turn around.
The problem is even deeper than that for him because he, in his follow-up video, the second video, he says it looks bad because he's frustrated at the internet problems. This is why he shocked his dog, is because he was having internet problems.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah.
I
So-
missed that.
Yeah, the whole issue there is not just that he was doing it in this really horrific sense. He did it. He took this out on the dog.
Yeah, how many other times has he done that? Has he
Yeah.
kicked this dog? Has he abused it other times? Oh, and real quick, thank you, Cougar Knife. Let's say he screwed off the prongs and left the 2 upward bolts. You could snap them off with a rock. You just need to cover those ports with snapped off ends with something like electrical.
Yeah, there's that whole nonsense, but you can't even remove it. Get fucked.
I've verbally abused my dog before because I was frustrated at other things, but never like, I mean, I've been like, I specifically when I was under the sink trying to replace the faucet the other day and she kept sticking her head. I was like, fuck off! Get the fuck out of here!
Go lay down.
Yeah,
Try
but
that
I-
with a cat. It doesn't work.
No, I'd let her be curious for a while and get in my way, and eventually I'm like, all right, fuck off.
No,
You're like, I'm not
Phoebe-
Hasan, you little bitch. You'd be fried right now.
Phoebe has to be involved in everything I do. And yeah, you're working on something, you get a little frustrated, and you're like, Phoebe, get out of here. And she's like, fuck you.
Yeah, man, the people that installed this faucet didn't give a fuck when they twisted those the water connections on, dude. I was down there like stripping the inside of my hands, inside gloves, down there with pliers. You've done that shit before. It was not fun. Yeah.
I need to replace our faucet upstairs now. And I have one. I've just been too lazy. The first time I ever replaced it, I basically had to break everything to fix it.
That's what I was trying not to do. And just from how close it is to the wall, you can't really get a wrench around it. So I got this other tool that you're supposed to be able to just kind of use grip and twist. And that did not fucking work. And yeah, it was a pain in the ass. So I was
This
like,
house
hey,
was built back in 69, back before there were like building standards and shit. So anytime you have to work on something, it's in a place not easily accessible.
Toilet right next to the bathtub type shit.
Yeah.
walked Kaya,
Morning, baby. Wonder if
Morning.
the cat woke up.
babysit Kaya, probably spent hundreds of hours with this dog. And according to everyone I spoke to, in 0 instances has she ever been abused. Not a single guest on Piker's Twitch stream in the years and years and years that he's had Kaya has said that they've ever seen Piker mistreat Kaya.
It's not a See, again, this is the that whole thinking. like, do you think men who abuse women, they do it all the time? Like, no, she got a black eye from falling down the stairs. You know why that excuse works for people, or did, is because in the rest of when they present themselves to the public, to their friends and family and stuff, he's on his best behavior.
Yeah, they couldn't fucking imagine.
Yeah,
motherfucker beating his wife.
These days, though, if you watch entertainment, there's always the signs. There's look, he snapped at her here for no reason.
Everybody's an abuser now, man. You get an argument with somebody on the internet, they're like, you abuse your fucking... You know how many times I've gotten accused of abusing Leaf? And I'm like, how would you even know? Just because you're like, your attitude, the things you say about women. I'm like, Leaf, she doesn't want an abortion. We practice good birth control practices. We're responsible people. So that's not our word. What do you mean I abuse her because I don't want you to kill your baby? What does one have to do with the other?
I've gotten that many times too, especially around the abortion debate. It's like, you must be horrible to your wife. If you've ever heard the stories or even heard my wife on stream, you know that's the exact opposite. My wife abuses the shit out of me.
I kind of understand, actually, for people who watch my show to think I mistreat Leaf, because she's the only person I'm nice to. But not just somebody out of the blue. I'm like, I resent that. I'm like, you should go watch my show and learn what a real asshole I am, man. Then you can have you can understand. But no, she's probably one of 3 people I don't treat like shit consistently.
All right, so she's about to play another one of Hasan's orbit. It is amazing to me how many of these people have walked Hasan's dog.
Apparently, they all do bitch work while they're over at his house.
Yeah, he doesn't abuse and neglect his dog. His dog was really nice when I was watching. This is again, I hate to bring it back to this other drama, but this reminds me of Aaron M. Holt like making SpaghettiOs for Nick's kids, dude.
Yeah.
I've never seen Nick he's like making the SpaghettiOs for Nick's kids while Nick's fucking his wife. I've never seen Nick Rekieta be irresponsible with his children. Here you go. Here's some SpaghettiOs.
Right.
That's why he has his wife's or his girlfriend's cuckold husband feeding them. Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
It's weird how when that first happened, I'm like, man, Nick is a fucking he is a derelict.
Yeah.
And then by the end of it, I'm like, you know what? Aaron is more of a motherfucker than the cokehead swinger, to be honest with you. He's much more annoying. Who would you rather hang out with, the cokehead swinger or Aaron? I'm like, the cokehead swinger, to be honest with you. Yeah. Even if no coke or swinging was involved, he just is cooler.
Assassin makes a good point in chat. I never saw Jeffrey Dahmer eat anybody.
True. I don't think anybody did. So clearly he didn't do it.
Yeah, I can't prove a negative, man.
Not guilty.
Taylor Lorenz thinks a negative as if you just didn't see it.
True. Yeah. It is what she describes.
I've seen that collar. I've used that collar before. I've babysat that dog.
And the only reason more influencers aren't speaking out publicly is because the people perpetuating this vicious...
Wait, let's back that up. QT Cinderella, who went to Hasan Piker's house, debunks dog collar claim, faces intense backlash. She's making it worse. Yeah, because she didn't actually debunk it. She proved what everybody was saying.
Yeah, she reinforced the reality of it.
She even says it was a shot collar with the prongs taken out, which Taylor told us was impossible. That's the level of intelligence we're dealing with here.
This is heavy cope.
Intelligence is not a word I would use with this crowd.
This is like watching a black man put on a dress in a movie. I'm like, is this a ritual? Is this a humiliation ritual that you guys have to go through to be leftists? What is this?
This is from the India Times. This shit has gone all the way to India Times. That's funny.
Yeah.
I did not realize that.
Only reason more influencers aren't speaking out publicly is because the people perpetuating this vicious harassment campaign are threatening them into silence.
What? I saw Hasan talk about this, that the reason that people aren't defending him more is because Asmongold's audience is just so vicious.
Yeah, I saw that. Is it the old rape and death threat?
Hasan's audience, trust me, I have dealt with Hasan's audience many times. I don't watch Hasan's show, but I make fun of him on Twitter because it's funny to me. And one of my favorite things to do, I have him marked so that when he tweets, it shows me immediately. And I immediately go in there and say something just to watch his fucking lunatic fans freak out. And some of my biggest tweets ever have been from doing that. But yeah, it's I've never once been. I've said some shit about Asman too, and never once has his audience been like, you die.
I've never had anyone pay attention to me in Asmongold's chat.
No,
at all. I've been screaming at this motherfucker to clean his room, and I got tired of screaming.
Get the cockroach out.
He
At
outlasted
least.
me.
God damn.
And there was something else he said where I was like, "What? What are you fucking talking?" I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. I'm high, and it's 5 a.m.
Yeah, these things happen.
Which to me means I've been awake for like 5 hours. It's no kind of excuse.
You're baked and you've only been awake 5 hours.
Man,
if
I'm awake, there's a good chance I've ingested some THC in coffee.
We went to the store yesterday. We got at this one store. It had to be about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And there's this dude in there being so loud and quite clearly drunk. And I'm like, dude, it's 1 in the afternoon.
Yeah,
and
no, you can't drink like that. That's uncontrollable. But
then I finally saw him and I'm like, oh, okay.
Getting stoned, man, it's cool,
4
dude.
days.
I'm about to go water my plants when the sun, like right as the sun's rising out there. Like, may go sit in the hammock right afterwards, have a cup of coffee. It's the shit. You should definitely get high this time of day.
Always said I'd rather hang out with a stoner than a drunk.
Yeah, we're both worthless, but the stoner's much more peaceful about it.
Yeah, it's chill, and I can deal with chill.
Yes. You don't really argue. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Less likelihood the stoner's going to hit you, too.
I like that he went to not arguing after the whole book incident that happened a moment ago.
Big time influencers are having their brand deals jeopardized.
I don't want you to think whatever you just said wasn't funny. I just want you to know I'm stoned and I'm high and I don't get what you were saying.
Please
Did
understand.
I argue about
I don't need other people to laugh for me to know I'm funny.
Okay.
When I was talking about her books in the background there, and you were talking about how you had books you didn't read. That was the reference. Yeah. That's all.
Oh, okay.
Nothing major. I was just
should
fucking
read
with
them.
you. He can't read them. He's high. See, that was funny too, and nobody laughed.
And facing serious business consequences for even suggesting that they might publicly come out in support of Hasan. It's actually happening on a scale that I have never seen.
Quinn, thank you so much. I like to wake and bake. And if you're baked right now and you just toss me that big donation for that, smoke more.
What up, Quint? How's it going, man?
How you doing, dude? All right.
Seen before. Multiple journalists in group chats, by the way.
Up this time of day now.
I stream so weird hours. My audience is literally up at all times because there's several different sects of my audience.
This is a good time, man. It's like you're intersecting late night and early morning people.
I really like it because I pick up the Australian crowd.
A lot of cunts.
A lot of cunts, yeah. Good cunts. Not the Taylor Loren variety.
No, not British cunt, like Aussie cunt.
Yes.
Good cunt.
Influencers are having their brand deals jeopardized and facing serious business consequences for even suggesting that they might publicly come out in support of Hasan. It's actually
I'm going to need some proof that somebody suggested they might support Hasan and they lost a brand deal over it.
Yeah, or even got any pushback.
Hasan hasn't even lost a brand deal over this.
Yeah, this is less than the like Kirsche drama.
Yeah, if he'd played
Actually
this
happening-
game, he probably could have got a deal for publicizing the shot collar.
No shit.
This woman's voice is so grating, man. I forgot how bad it was to listen to.
You're
it's
high.
like if you want to really fuck with somebody, like give them 3 hits of DMT, then put this on the computer so that their DMT entity is Taylor Lorenz, like 600 feet tall, just grilling them about Hasan Piker. And when they come back, they'll be a different person, man.
Oh,
The machine elves really hate him.
You've been watching Joe Rogan, the machine elves, dude.
On a scale that I have never seen before. Multiple journalists in group chats, by the way, I've been talking to people have like wanted to report out this story, but other influencers are so scared of the harassment and abuse that they might get that they don't even want to speak on the record with their name. And
I don't believe you.
Yeah, you'd be in good if you did speak out. You'd be in good company with million subscriber channels and international porn stars.
I love that her proof that they're going to get so much backlash is just somebody going, yeah, here's the proof of what he did.
You're an idiot for not believing your eyes. That's what people are saying, Taylor.
There's literally nothing in this that's even insulting to people who don't believe it.
It's because she was traumatized by Gamergate. She's got Gamergate PTSD. So one fucking comment is just, Hasan, I know exactly what you're going through. I too did some stupid shit and didn't want to believe that I had done some stupid shit, and so the internet laughed at me.
The funny part is she does bring up Gamergate.
Of course she does.
yes, I know also, by the way, that making this video will definitely just put a target on my back, but I don't care because
because I want that target there for when Hasan finishes.
Yes.
Because people are forgetting who I am, and I need some exposure. So I'm gonna come out here and do something. This is gonna be. It's an opinion piece,
Bro,
so you really can't hold it
look.
against me. But at the same time, it's like I'm gonna get so much heat.
Do you understand how brave she is for this take? She's standing up to the crowd that's gonna call her a dried up old lady.
This woman has a fake fern on her shelf, dude.
Yes. Yeah.
That's like everything else about her. Pretty vague.
It says something when you buy like a bunch of fake plants and put them on shelves.
No, look, Jack, those titties is real. They're almost at her navel.
Yeah, like she can hide her nipple and her belly button, but
I'm just pointing out not everything is fake. Those are real old lady titties.
And I'm just pointing out that if you untie that little string going around her neck right now, the two really wrinkly titties will fall out the bottom of her dress.
Yes,
Ew.
absolutely. Don't look like dried up bananas. Absolutely.
the people perpetuating these conspiracy theories already hate me. Everyone who spends any modicum of time.
I don't hate you. I think you're a fucking retard, and I do appreciate how much content you've given me over the years.
I forgot you were a thing.
And with Hasan,
I tried to forget she was a thing, and then she started hanging with Hasan again, or started hanging with Hasan, and she became a thing again. And I was like, God damn, I thought this bitch went away.
knows how much he loves that dog. Kaya is one of the most pampered and spoiled dogs in Los Angeles. Who knows why Kaya yelped that like one day, but she...
I thought you told us earlier because she caught her paw.
Yeah, what about her dew claw?
Yeah. Nobody knows why she did it. What?
It's a mystery. Like Mel's hole. It's a mystery.
Unlike the show you guys are watching right now, she's reading a script. She wrote this shit out. She knows what she already wrote.
This will sound smart.
It's literally a dog. I grew up with dogs, multiple dogs, that worked as therapy dogs actually in hospitals. And sometimes if a dog steps on their foot or catches their nail wrong or something or just gets startled, they'll yelp. Kaya's also literally only yelped like that once, like in all.
We've seen the great lengths he went to hide that he even had this thing. She's only ever yelped once. One, not true. I just played a video earlier showing her doing it when they were walking. But two, even if that was true, even if this is the only time you ever heard her yelp, ever, it doesn't mean she wasn't shocked in this moment, you fucking twit.
They just can't, he can't admit that he lied. He just can't get it. It's the same. That's why it reminded me of Tonka so bad. That's why I said that in the chat. Like, why can't you just admit you lied?
Just admit it, yeah.
Like this whole thing is defending a lie. It's not even, you're trying to turn into the virtue of shock collars in general, or no. Just, did you or did you not shock your dog? No, you're lying. We saw you do it.
And it's shit like this why it's still going on. Because, I mean, this is almost 2 weeks old now. This was on the 7th that happened. And it keeps going because you guys keep giving such bullshit excuses, giving people like me the perfect opportunity to go, look at what these retards are saying now. The smartest thing Hasan could have done is not shock his dog. The second smartest would have been to shut up and tell all of his friends to shut up.
Yeah, I mean, at least it would be over by now. It's like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
But like, yeah,
Hasan's
she's
years of
trained. This is how you train a dog.
streaming. It's
Fuck
not
you.
Fuck.
like this is some regular thing. And also, what's crazy to me,
It doesn't matter. If you abuse your wife only once, it doesn't make it okay.
Wait, what?
It's one time. One time. It's only one. Let's say this is the only time he ever shocked his dog in that way. It doesn't make this time okay.
You should be able to abuse your wife at least just once. And a wife should be able to abuse her husband just once. But a dog never.
As a husband, I can't agree with that.
I mean,
I don't
want to
get abused.
Really hit you, dude.
My wife, that girl got some strength to her, man.
Yeah, but it's just one. It's just like a baby Billy and Macaulay Culkin working it out type jawing. This is once a marriage, dude. Like not once a year.
I don't like pain.
No,
if you could have got it over with 20 years ago.
That's fair. You're right. I should have manned up and taken that.
Yeah, one day when you were drunk, you would have gotten out of line, should have punched you, signed the paperwork, and from then on, you're immune.
Fair enough, I guess.
What if you get divorced and remarry? Does that renew? Do you get a new one?
No, you get to go. You get to go actually hit your ex-wife again in the world I envision.
Fair.
too, is shock collars, which are commonly used in dog training. They're not like tasers. They usually get.
All right, Taylor, I'm gonna make the same offer I made to Hasan. We're gonna put a shock collar on you. I'm gonna turn it all the way up, and I'm gonna hit the button, and then we'll do the same thing with the TENS machine, and we'll see if it's not like a taser. I have not put a shock collar around my neck, but I have held the prongs and set it off, and I felt that jolt. That is not a mild jolt.
No, it's got to go through fur. I mean, it's meant to stop that dog from what it's doing.
Yeah.
It's not meant to be thought about as like a tingle.
Mm-hmm. And there's a reason they turn them up that high. It's so when a massive dog is not listening that you can bring it to heel. But you put that same collar on a Chihuahua and turn it all the way up, and it's gonna smell like hot dog in your house.
An untrained, aggressive German Shepherd goes running for the fucking fence that you just got. It's a rescue dog. You know it bit people before, and there's kids in that neighborhood, and that thing's got a shock collar, and yeah, that would be the appropriate time to push that button. Now, I'm not saying shock collars don't have a place. I'm just like, it doesn't have a place in like,
not in the way
you're not allowed to move.
Yeah. And even then, Hasan has used this excuse too. Like they use it in dog training. No dog trainer is out there doing that, zapping the dog because the dog turned around in bed.
Yeah, exactly.
This is such a bullshit take.
Yeah.
Falling sensation on a dog's skin, but the idea that Piker is somehow secretly abusing his dog and shocking.
I love that she keeps saying secretly. The idea that he's secretly doing it. You're right. He did it out in the open. We saw it.
I watched it. It wasn't secret at all.
Kaya until she's in pain repeatedly is just completely made up in people's heads. This is a dog that lives a life I guarantee you is significantly better than anyone watching this video.
I can say probably the same thing about whores who have been snatched off the street and sent off to be in harems in the Middle East.
I was about to say, yeah, I bet a Saudi prince's wife is significantly better than my life, but I don't want to get fucked in the ass by an Arab and slapped around and made to live my life under curtains.
The idea that dozens of
I can't believe she put this one on there because it's highlighting how small his head is.
Yeah, shout out to Freedom Tunes.
Freedom Tunes rocks, man.
Yeah, that
high-profile guests.
Hilarious.
I still haven't watched it.
Oh, it's funny. It's very accurate.
On Piker's stream, and every single person who's ever spent any meaningful time with Kaya would all be involved in some secret, years-long, elaborate cover-up is insane. Like,
I just want to be clear here, Taylor, because you're retarded. I have no doubt Hasan is hiding the abuse of his dog even from his friends. And I say that because I've seen the clips of him hiding shit so that they can't see it, like at the basketball court. I have no doubt that he hides it from you guys.
I'm
The
sure
fact-
he doesn't hit the button when the fucking girls come over and he's trying to get laid and shit. I'm sure he's
Right.
not hitting the button. I'm sure he's just like, Kaya, no. He's just fussing at her and stuff, you know. Like it just vibrates. Don't worry, because you're all dumb bitches. You'll believe it. He doesn't like.
She's trying to turn it into the Kennedy assassination. Like, there's no way everybody could keep everything secret. The only one who had to keep it secret was him.
Literally, if you believe this, you have lost touch with reality. The entire thing is the most idiotic and deranged conspiracy.
Okay, I have a new challenge for you, Taylor. You and I are going to live together for a year, and I'm going to see if I can get away with abusing you where nobody else can see it, where nobody else knows it's happening. You down?
Good luck trying to get her to shut up about it, no matter how much you beat her.
Oh,
She'll be writing op-eds, dude. Wrong. That's the wrong example because I can totally
but she's
see
going
her.
to have actual proof of it. Somebody else is going to have to see the evidence.
Well,
Because her whole thing here is nobody saw this happen.
Hasan's Muslim. She'd need 4 witnesses.
Like choke her with a towel, like a wet towel, so it doesn't bruise or something.
I will just when she's
there you
sleeping, walk up to her and hit her with the shot collar.
Or snap her on the ass with a towel. No, she didn't want anyone to see that nasty
No,
ass of hers.
Yeah, well, that's fair.
Conspiracy theory that I think I've ever covered. Like, this is literally like it's QAnon flat earther level shit. Nevertheless,
It's flat earther level shit.
Wait, the Earth's flat?
Apparently.
So wait, this Taylor, just to be clear, you came out in defense of transgender people, right?
Yes.
And you consider this flat earther shit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Reality.
Whatever you
is
say, sweetheart.
not optional.
I consider transgender stuff flat earther shit. The
Have I ever
belief that a
told-
man is just a woman because he says so. I think that's flat earther shit. You have no proof of it, and I have proof otherwise, and I think what you're saying is stupid.
To the audience, have I ever told you guys how much I like when videos like this come out because it makes my job so fucking easy?
the story has been weaponized by the far right to launch a multi-platform smear campaign against.
Okay, this is another one of my favorite things. Far right, far right. Have you paid attention to the people who have called? Hutch has called Hasan out for this repeatedly. Do you guys remember Hutch? He's the one we went over his video where he was ripping on Shu and got everything wrong.
Yeah,
because he's a stupid lefty. Who is that one Arab guy? Fuck, I saw him the other day. He's new to me. I've only seen him a couple of times, but he's a far lefty, fuck the Jews kind of people. And even he's out there like, guys, come on, it's in front of our face here. But no, it's just a far right weaponization.
Hiker. Laura Loomer has posted relentlessly about it. Tech founder Palmer Luckey is offering $100,000 to anyone who can tear apart Hasan's vibration collar, which I just want to say.
No. If okay, let's go back and read that tweet.
$100,000.
I will donate $100,000 to Hasan's fundraising campaign for early prison release if he allows iFixit to tear apart the dog collar that he was wearing on Twitch.
The fact he didn't immediately accept that offer means he's lying. End of story. If you thought you saw a shot collar on my dog, and I was like, there's not a shot collar on my dog, it's a vibration collar. And a motherfucker was like, I'll give you $100,000 if you let me prove that. I'll come to your house. I mean, I'm just loaded with money and I got nothing to do with it. I was like, okay, you want me to should I barbecue for when you come over? You from Texas? You ever had our shit before? Should I try to impress you here? Come on over. Bring the money.
Kaya the dog, thank you. I know for a fact that the earth is flat because my whole world is a flat cot. True. But listen to the way she characterizes this tweet.
Loomer has posted relentlessly about it. Tech founder Palmer Luckey is offering $100,000 to anyone who can tear apart Hasan's vibration collar, which I just.
He's offering $100,000 to anyone who will tear apart the collar. That's not what he said.
Yeah, I would have offered to go do it by now for $100,000.
He said
I'd have broken into Hasan's house, got the fucking basic ass B&E charge, paid a lawyer $5,000, told the judge the 100% truth, that I'm like, I did this for $95,000 profit. Somebody gave me $95,000 to do it, and I did it, and I accept the consequences. First offense in anything like this, I throw myself in the mercy of the court.
The offer was $100,000 to Hasan's charity for a very specific person to be allowed to take it apart. And if anybody, she makes it sound like they put a bounty out on ripping this collar off.
So I was about to say that would be very illegal to be like, I'll give $100,000 to anyone who steals Hasan Piker's personal possessions and breaks them.
Fuck, she's such a lying twit.
I want to say again, Kaya's like not even wearing in that original clip. She was just wearing her regular canvas collar with the AirTag holder.
Which I just want to remind people, Hasan still has not shown the supposed canvas collar.
AirTags are round. Like my dog has an AirTag collar, and it's okay. The AirTag goes inside like a big. I mean, it is a square holder, but it's very big. Like you know, it's an AirTag. Usually it dangles too. It's not part of the collar. It doesn't have to be attached to her neck because it shocks her.
Somebody on Twitter told me that in his video, you've been lied to, that he holds up both of the collars, which, by the way, he does not. He has never shown this canvas collar she was supposedly wearing. But Taylor knows it because she can feel it in her no-no place.
Look, her sources, trust me, bro.
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. Prominent silk.
I feel like you're taking crazy pills too, lady.
Yeah.
I mean, are you on SSRIs or anything right now?
There is no chance she's not on SSRIs.
So she is taking crazy pills. Okay.
Venture capitalists are weighing in. Posts pushing the conspiracy theory are among the most viewed posts of all time on subreddits like Livestream Fail.
I will say, Hasan abusing his dog has been the most attention I've gotten in a while. So you're not wrong. It is blowing up. You know why? People don't like folks who hurt animals, especially dogs.
Children and animals, like helpless things. We don't like people who harm helpless things.
Yeah. Especially our little buddies. You know, people love their pets. They're part of the family.
Yeah, I mean, just like how you feel about your herpes, Laura.
News sites have been mainstreaming the conspiracy along with a slew of low-quality SEO-driven outlets. Democratic influencers who are part of Chorus and the 1630 Fund's dark money influence campaign, like Suzanne Lambert, a failed comedian who calls herself a Regina George liberal, have also been pumping out this conspiracy.
That was kind of bitchy, wasn't it?
A little bit.
Wow.
This failed comedian. Fuck.
PETA has weighed in. Though, to be fair, PETA was like, Hasan said he doesn't use a shock collar. Like, what are
Actually, what PETA said is if he used it, then it's really fucked up. They didn't say he said he didn't. What they said is he said he didn't, but if he did, it's really fucked up.
We supposed to say Piker has been subject to
a cartoon, man. I could bitch slap my animals all day long. You hear that, Ginger? You better straighten up.
See, I would say something like that, but my audience knows so much better. On my forearm right now, I can count 5 cuts all in a little spot, and they're all from my cat's teeth.
Aw, he likes you.
She loves me, but I'm her plaything because she doesn't have another cat to play with, and I pay for it a lot.
Beavis is out on the porch enjoying some outside time right now on the porch swing because ever since Leaf's cat and dog showed up, he's decided he doesn't want to use his litter box to piss in. I got 3 litter boxes now, and he's just like, nope. That other bitch pisses in any one of them, I'm not using them. And so I have to every day run around the house with the Bissell dog piss vacuum.
Oh yeah.
And that's just become a new chore. And I really thought it was her dog for a while. So I'm really sorry about that, Lashes, about being like, no. He's like, why? I can't tell the cat not to piss because I'm over here because it started the day, the dog who has problems with that moved in. So when the spots on the carpet showed up, I'm like, immediately like, no, I'm busting it, fucking Lashes, bringing her outside. Yeah, it turns out it was the cat. I figured it out because the cat got bold, laid a turd next to his fucking spot. And I'm
Nice.
like, that's Beavis. I was like, I know your poop because it's fucking ridiculous that something that large comes out of your body. My friends have house sat and been concerned for your health. I knew exactly what animal laid that growler on the floor.
All
So
right, ladies.
he's outside now.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to wrap this one up. Pain is kicking in. We've been going 3 hours, and I can't take any more Taylor Lorenz. So I threw the link in the chat if anybody wants to watch the rest of that ridiculous fucking video and see just the lengths she goes to lie to people to cover for a terrorist supporting animal abuser.
I do. I'm clicking on that shit.
It's sad. I will end up watching the rest of it, but
oh, cool. It's right at the part we left off.
Oh, is it? Nice.
Yeah, you timestamp and everything. Nice.
I didn't even mean to. I just grabbed the link from the top of the screen. Guys, thanks for hanging out with us. Thank you so much for the donations. You guys are so kind. We really do appreciate it. Jack, anything you want to show?
I'll drop some links to some cool new videos. As always, thank you guys so much for the tips. And thank you, AP, for coming out and joining us today. It's always fun to have you on.
Man, thanks for inviting me, man. I always enjoy coming out here. It's now 5 a.m. I'm going to water my plants. You guys take it easy. And I'm going to see everybody at late night tonight, man, at 11 p.m. So go get some sleep.
Yeah, I'm going to show for AP. Check him out. He's one of the funniest fuckers I've ever had the fortune of meeting. Seriously, motherfucker makes me laugh constantly. Check him out. You will not be disappointed. Seriously, man, pleasure. It's been way too long since we've chatted.
Yeah, man. I'm just not usually up. My sleep schedule's been weird lately. Changing seasons and all. Later, brother.
You ain't got to tell me about that shit.
Yes, sir. You get older and seasons change.
Yeah. Gentlemen, a pleasure as always. Ladies and gentlemen, take care of yourselves. We love you. We'll see you on the next one, which, by the way, probably will not be tonight. I'm probably taking tonight off. So take care of yourselves. We'll see you next time. Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.
I got shit to do, so you'll have to watch all of the other shit I've made. Bye now.